All right, so last week, in the Underdark, you guys made your way down, and you had to go through a few little trials before you really got in there. You did hear someone say that you don't really make it into the you're not really at the Underdark until you have escaped the Drow, which you did. Let's see. Your first challenge, you guys solved a Sphinx's riddle, and you gave it a ball of yarn and pet it like a little puppy.
We had lunch with it.
It was delightful.
Yeah.
We had lunch with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made friends. Baskets is one of our buddies now.
And then you guys had an encounter with a black pudding. And then you had and you guys punched it. Here's the thing.
I stomped it to death.
That black pudding has something called a corrosive form. So like if you hit it with a sword or something like that, it would have like melted it. I was like waiting for Pie to do something because Pie is all metal. I'm like, Pie's shield is going down. Pie didn't even get up there.
How's the range fighter?
I mean, yeah, I was laughing it the whole time.
Yeah, you punched it.
Until I get to level 6, I have no reason to use, or level like 8, I have no reason to use my mace.
Yeah. All right.
And
And then you guys fought some, or you didn't fight. You had a little puzzle with some flesh golems, which you got instantly.
Then we had lunch again.
Yeah.
That's right.
All before, let's see, getting chased by some drow. And you guys started making your way away from the drow before they caught up to you on that skill challenge, unfortunately. Which is cool. You guys didn't even do a whole gorge thing I had planned. They captured you and they threw you in their jail, where you guys met a few people. Where you guys met Demise, right? Demise.
Okay.
Right? You're, I can't even pronounce the type of gnome that you are. I just call it deep gnome. And you guys knew how to escape. You had to jump into the spider's hole. But instead you guys killed the spider with an arrow of giant slaying that I forgot you had.
Worked out.
It's those side quests, man. They come back.
Yep.
No,
Let's
I got
see.
it from the dragon.
You
Yeah.
got that from the dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought we got from the side quest.
And you guys
We've
made
done so
your,
many-
you made your escape. You found that this 50-foot shelf that you guys could get some rest for the night. But instead of getting like very, very deep sleep, you guys were having like awful, horrible nightmares of just like, it felt like something was watching you all night. But that was your third night. You successfully got a long rest. So you got full HP, full spell slots, all that good stuff. You guys are good to go.
Dope.
All right. So you guys wake up. What I want you guys to do is let's make a wisdom saving throw to see if you guys get some madness. Let's see. Taylor, you get to roll with advantage because you're from the Underdark, so you're familiar with it. You're good.
It's only a good thing because my wisdom is
Yeah.
negative.
Don't fail me, +6.
19.
Okay,
What's our
Xardaar's
DC?
good.
10.
It's a low DC because it's like the first time I'm making you roll. So it's going to be a DC 12 right now.
I failed. I got a 10.
Hold on.
I got an 18.
I got a 14. I failed.
Wow.
Great.
No!
Wow.
Healer down.
Uh-oh.
White Fang rolled an 8.
That's not strong.
I'm gonna say White Fang, like he's an animal. He's just gonna revert to his like.
He's just pacing his tail.
Yeah, well, like animals do. Like he's just constantly on edge. Demise, what did you get?
19.
19,
Or,
okay.
sorry, 17.
Okay, you pass. And what did Anne get?
14.
Okay, so you pass. So everyone passed except for Pi. What did we talk about you doing? Right? Let's see.
I said my greatest fear was failing Morden.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, I don't know if you
Now
know
he's just-
that. Like, I think he doesn't get access to his cleric spells anymore. Or but
Okay, here's so this is gonna be more of like a role play thing for your first one. The more madness checks you fail, it's gonna become a little bit more mechanical. So Pi, because Moradin is like, you feel like you're not in Moradin's light because you're deep underground. Even if there is like light, it's not Moradin's light. So you just feel disconnected from him, almost as though like you're not being close to him. You're letting him down. That's kind of how you feel. So you almost want to like leave your symbol of Moradin like everywhere. Like someone's gonna come down here and they're gonna find it, and they know that they're always gonna be in Moradin's light, even if they are underground.
I was actually gonna say I take the amulet back from Demise because he must not have liked that. But never mind. I'll just keep channeling Divinity and dropping amulets of Moradin like just molten drips from my hand as we go along.
There you go. Okay. All right. So you all pass except for Pi. So today's travels take you up steep natural stairs, through narrow chambers, and down wide Xardaar infused glowing caverns. So let me explain the Xardaar real quick. The Xardaar, it's this kind of magical mist that's only in the Underdark. It is magical, so if you do use magic while you're in the mist, something's gonna happen. I'm gonna have you roll for it. It might be good, it might be bad, but if you're just like a melee type of person, it probably won't do much.
Will the channel divinity count for that?
Yes.
Probably. I mean, it's magic, right? I'd say so. All right, let's see. So while crossing one such enormous cavern, the magical glow illuminating high, featureless ceilings and barren, dreary walls, you hear a gibbering alien echo. You hear chatters, moans, screams from the darkness, echoing from right to left, left to right, from behind to front, and from front to back.
Yeah, this part's creepy. I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm ready to get out of here.
Yeah, how about we just keep going where we need to go and get on up out of this piece?
Let's make it quick.
When you look, there's nothing there. The cavern is barren, just a huge void. The sounds come from the walls, the floors, the very air itself. The sounds follow you and they pursue you. Through a limestone tunnel, over the rocky escarpment, up a ledge, across a gallery, the noise follows you. First clicking and clacking sounds as a massive chattering bugs. Then grotesque slurping, dripping, oozing sounds. Now your feet falls in the dark.
Hold on, like we're falling?
Or is it just sound of our feet?
Yeah, just the sound of your feet.
Okay.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Oh, okay. So all the other noise went away.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in caves and mines before, but nothing quite like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and look behind us, see if I see anything with my farther vision than everyone except Demise here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a perception check.
Yeah, make a perception check for me, guys.
No.
Does 26 tell me anything?
So Anne, you look around, kind of like you're looking for something. You know that you are not here alone. You don't know if it's a humanoid or if there are just creatures around you, but you know you're not alone. You look, but there's never anything there. An hour passes, nothing attacks, but your mind bends to the horror of the unseen oral haunts. It's just creepy. And you're not alone, but you never see what's there.
Alright, so one of two things is going on, guys. Either whatever is in here is invisible, or like just behind the veil and reaching out and poking us with mean sounds.
I'm not sure which one of those ideas is more comforting.
Yeah, they're both kind of creepy. Let's keep on boogieing.
All right. So after a few more hours of walking, you hear screaming off in the distance. As you continue to walk, the screaming gets louder and it gets closer. About 120 feet away from you, you see a human man approaching you, in tattered and dirty clothes. In between screams of pain, he says, "Gone, gone, gone, they're all gone! It took them all away!" He gets closer, and he stumbles onto the ground, and he starts to crawl. He's about 30 feet away from you now.
I want to insight check this guy and see if he's trying to trap us, trying to trick us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so you're checking with what?
I would like to insight check, see if he's like trying to bluff and trick us.
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
And I want to use perception to see if that's like bait.
I got a 25.
Okay, and let me see that.
I got a 19 for perception.
Okay, so with your perception, you've got really high vision. You see nothing else around him. High with that insight check. This guy looks like he looks starved. He looks like he's been down here a while. He's got like different colors around his lips, meaning that looks like he's just been eating whatever he can get. He smells really bad. He just looks like a straggler. Like he does not belong here.
I'll give him a little bit of food when he approaches.
So he's crawling on the ground, and he crawls towards you. What were you saying, Dylan?
I'm gonna, go ahead and draw Frostbrand and have my shield up. Like, what took them? You said they're all gone. Where did they go?
The Oromikos. The Oromikos took them. It took them all.
We need that.
It's a plant, isn't it?
Isn't it just plant?
It took them. It took control of them. They went after it, and it went after them. He grabs whatever food Pi had out and instantly starts going at it.
How did it take them? How did it go after them?
They lost themselves in it. It took them. It took them.
Did they touch it?
Yeah, they did. They touched it, and it got all over them.
All right, don't touch it. At least ain't with your bare hands. How are we going to pick it up?
You got a bottle? I don't know. We can throw some bees at it.
Bees.
I do have bees. I got a whole jar full of them. Hey, buddy, you need a jar of bees?
Can I eat them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
give them to
no,
me.
I do not recommend them. They are not food. They are not food.
These are friends, not
At least not easy food.
Since this
It's not
guy's
worth it, I promise.
since this guy's a little closer to you, give me an investigation check.
All of us are.
Yeah, whoever
Just
wants
fine.
to look at him.
18.
Okay.
And Demise, you've seen stragglers like him in the Underdark, people that went down here either trying to mine or just find treasure. But you see humans that are stragglers all the time, and you instantly go you think it's best to just put him out of his misery.
Oh.
Hey,
I was gonna say, I don't
think.
I would say I don't think we can bring him with us.
Yeah,
Well, I'm just gonna say, hey friend, how's it going? We don't mean no harm. You don't seem so hot though, so I mean, really, alls we can do is kind of end things here for you. It feels so scary.
What are you doing
It
there?
sounds scary, but it's really not. We're just doing the best we can,
Hold on. I mean, look, friend, we can't take you with us because we gotta go after the Oromikos. And honestly, I can't recommend you go the way whence we came because there's a whole mess of drow there. Actually, you know what? I don't know what they're going to do to you now. Given that, their whole little trial by spider kind of got upended.
No.
Good job, Xardaar.
I can't go back to the drow. I already got away from them once. Not again.
Oh, the spider's not there anymore. You're good.
The spider is the least of your worries.
I believe that. I do believe that.
Sounds sound.
I'll tell you what, buddy. I can't bring you with us, but I can give you this potion, and I'll just give him a random potion of healing because I've got a handful of them.
Okay.
And good luck.
He tells you, the sun, it's still out there, right?
Nope.
It was about a week ago.
It's gone.
I ain't seen the sun in so long. By the way, you guys rolled investigation checks. What did you guys all get?
I got a 14.
Hang on. Let me roll mine.
Okay, so far everyone's gotten high enough.
26.
26? Okay.
That's not high enough.
All right, so throughout...
Except for Xardaar.
Throughout, like, all of this that he's been doing, like, all this crawling, you see that in his left hand, he has, like, a note, like, tightly clutched. And it's less of a note, more of like a piece of paper.
Another diary entry.
And he notices you guys eyeing it. And he says, "Are you gonna take this from me?"
Nah, we just want to know what it says. I mean, you can keep it.
This is all that I have left of them. This is all that's left. And he, like, carefully unfolds it, and he, like, presses it to make it a little bit more flat. And he flips it around and hands it to you. And here's what it says. Journal entry number 3. Dear Diary, we did it. We managed to escape the spider, but not without any consequences. We lost Louvain. We jumped through the hole the spider came out of, but Louvain got stuck in the web. We couldn't do anything but watch his face as we fell through. I couldn't sleep last night because the look in his eyes still haunt me. Bigson lay down next to me to keep me company, but it didn't help. It's only been one day, and I already miss him so much. I thought I heard him calling out to us in the darkness, but Arid said that it was just in my head. We found this weird glowing green fog thing, and for some reason, it made us feel really good. We didn't understand it, but without any supplies, we weren't going to question it. When we were in the fog, my mom's necklace started to glow green, just like it. It was weird. It glowed even after we left, so we use it as a light source. We got to keep going now. Wish us luck. Junebug. And I'll post it in the chat for you guys.
All right. Hey, Pi, can you give me a hand?
Also, you guys see that with all that investigation check, you guys all rolled well enough. He seems to be wearing like a, you know how a janitor has like a jumpsuit type of thing? He seems to be wearing one of that. It looks like he was like an explorer or some kind of miner. There's a name tag on it. It says Louvain.
Oh.
So he got separated.
Snap.
Yeah, he got separated from the rest of the group. He got stuck in the web, but he somehow still made it out. They left him.
Dylan, what did you want to handle?
Yes! Sorry. Braids just went up on the Dodgers. Fuck those Dodgers. Okay, so Pi, I pull out the journal and the extra page, and I'm like, mind putting this back together real quick?
I mend it.
Okay.
I'll help Louvain up. Nice.
Wait,
So I'll help Louvain up, and I'll give him the journal, be like, here, we got the whole thing. Now, quick question. Junebug's mama, where y'all from?
I'm from Neverwinter. We're all from Neverwinter.
Whereabouts in Neverwinter?
Hold on, let me pull out the map of Neverwinter so I know exactly where. Shoot, where is it?
I mean, you could just say something and we can figure it out later. It's not like we need this information right now.
He's from the chasm. There's like a big chasm, which is like where the poor people live. Yeah, they're from the chasm.
All right, and she needs the Ormigos to get better, right?
Yeah, they came down to find the ore. They heard that there's something down there that can make Junebug's mom better, and they're looking for it.
All right, I can tell you this much, Louvain. I can't promise you gonna make it out of here. Heck, I really can't promise we gonna make it out of here because we going after that Ormigos too. But we are gonna go back to Neverwinter if we get out. So we'll swing by the chasm and we'll find Junebug's mama and see what we can do to help her.
I appreciate it. And he's down on all fours. And you like reach out a hand to like help him up to his feet. As you do that, you do a sleight of hand and you like pull a memory from him, which we can resolve later. Let's see. Right. But you do have one of his memories. And then as he's standing up, he seems to be calmed down a little bit, all before he like gets back into like a crouch position, and he turns all the way around. And he's like, "You hear it? It's coming. It's coming. I gotta go." And he just takes off.
I was going to spare the dying to him, but he's gone now.
Well, I gave him a spare health potion.
I was going to tell him...
It was just a basic one. I'm not worried about it. I've still got superior and greater.
I was going to tell him to go to the Emerald Enclave headquarters and just say we sent them, see if there's anything.
Well, he would have
Tanaya would totally help.
Yeah. He would have to get like above ground first, but...
Yeah, just if he makes it, go there.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, he's from Neverwinter. He's familiar with it. I'm sure he could, like, if he gets out, he could figure out what's going on there.
Well, I don't see him get him out. That's why I didn't give him my spare longsword.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that's going to be your encounter for the day. Roll a d4 to see how many days goes by.
Not Curtis.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we have the same thing about Rill, but no, let's let him go. He can't keep rolling 1.
All right.
If he rolls a 1.
You roll a 3? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
that's a long rest, right?
No change.
Well, it doesn't matter. We didn't spend any points.
Yeah. You get a long rest. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
And no rest.
Yeah, so now nothing changed. Great. Okay. Let's see. You guys keep traveling across the cavern. 3 days pass. Okay? So you guys have been in the Underdark for 6 days now. Let's see. As you keep traveling, the horrid sounds have faded.
Gannon, did you poop? Did you do both? Come here, let me check.
Parenting 101. So as you travel, the horrid sounds have faded, and hopefully too the madness they inspired. As you round a bend, you see a dim yellow light. As you approach, you can feel moisture in the air. This cavern, the cavern beyond is large, maybe 60 to 80 feet high and 60 feet across. It's lit by tall, bizarre tube-like fungi that grow in several clusters around the chamber. They illuminate many 2 feet tall orange and red toadstools, half a dozen 4-foot tall gray-green mushrooms, and 3 massive 40-foot tall mushrooms cloistered in the middle of the chamber. Walnut-sized spores from the larger mushrooms litter the somewhat muddy floor, and a bubbling pool. A hot spring gurgles at one side. Water streams down through fungal filters to a small, beautiful, clear pool nearby. Food, water, dim natural light, and a high perch. This could be a comfortable place to rest. So, here's where you guys are at after traveling for 3 more days. You get to a little mushroom forest.
Oh,
right.
Cool.
That's what it looks like. But here's the actual map.
Oh, good.
So, I'll let you guys move around and walk around this chamber. This is a good place to rest. But before we really get into it, I do have the dark thing turned on. There's a bunch of little mushrooms around you. And I think you guys can see it on your map. They're all a different color. They're all a different kind. These things that look like trees, they are like the tall mushrooms that you could climb up and possibly like get on top of. And then there's other ones. If you want to know what the mushroom does, I'm going to have you guys roll a nature check, and I'll tell you, depending on your roll. But before we do that, guys, it's been 3 more days. Give me a wisdom saving throw. This one's going to be a DC 14.
I'm good. I got 21.
I'm totally failing this.
Did you fail, Curtis?
Yeah, I got a 12.
Why you failed again?
Why couldn't it be a DC 13? I got a 13. Damn it.
And Demise, you roll with advantage because you're used to it.
I think that's the best one to get is 18.
Okay, you're good.
I have a question, Vinny.
Yes.
On my saving throws, some of them have a black circle filled. Oh, I'm proficient in it. Does that mean I get to roll with advantage?
No, this is a saving throw. Yeah.
I didn't. Well, it said it on the saving throws chart. It said I was proficient in it, so that's why I wasn't sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
No,
proficient just means it adds your proficiency bonus.
All right.
And what does Xardaar get?
I got like a 19 again.
Okay,
But
so-
White Fang failed.
Okay, I'm not gonna deal with White Fang because you can't. I'm not gonna deal with that. All right, so Curtis, how many uses of your channel divinity do you get per day? Is it 2?
I think it's 2. You said that the amulets, since they're just for flavor, they don't count.
Yeah.
Let me double check. I think it's 2.
Whatever amount that you get, I'm taking 1 away per day.
Dick.
Unless if you're doing it for flavor, like I'm just making an amulet, like that's fine. But your other uses, I'm taking 1 use per day away.
He's getting the yips.
And Ann,
Can't make the throw to first.
Ann, you said that you passed. Oh, you got a 13, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ann, you, yeah, man, the thing we talked about. You feel like everyone that you're down here with, they're not really your friends. You feel like what's the point of traveling with these guys? We're all just gonna die anyways. So
Okay.
but before we deal with that, do you guys want to investigate any of these mushrooms?
Yeah. I'm gonna put my Fey bands on though.
Okay.
I rolled nature, but I did not roll high enough.
All right. So which mushroom do you want to investigate? Because I've got a whole fucking half sheet to tell you about.
All right. I'm looking at this blue or this white one in front of me.
All
Nature
right.
Check.
Yes.
Hang on. Let me do a nature. 16.
Okay. That is called the Tongue of Madness. It's an edible fungus that looks somewhat like large human tongues. So it just looks like a bunch of tongues. A creature that eats this madness must succeed on a DC 12 Constitution saving throw, or compulsively speak out loud every single one of its thoughts for an hour.
Well, hey,
we'll play that.
Robert,
That would be fun, right?
you want some of these tongues?
Do you want
They're
some
supposed
tongues?
to
Nah,
help
I
with
need
your ability to speak in multiple languages.
I already have a tongue inside my mouth. Why would I need another one? I speak with it all the time.
I rolled an 8 for deception.
What does
Just
that
look
mean?
at all these tongues. They
Deception
can
to try to get you to eat that plant.
they help you to learn languages.
You get a different one for each language.
Yeah, you get a different one for each language. And I rolled
Dude,
an 8.
I know
so you
comprehend
I'm-
languages. What do I need your tongues for?
I don't know, man.
Demise,
He just wants
you get to roll with advantage since you're from down here. If you want to check any of these out or correct any of these dudes. But yeah, that's.
However, I'm gonna go grab one.
You're
I ain't gonna eat it. I got something to do with it later.
Okay, I mean it is edible. It's a mushroom, so it'll hold for a while. Do you just want to pick it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have it. I'm gonna do something with it in a bit.
Okay.
14 on this guy here.
14 on which one?
No,
Okay. That one
I'm waiting
there.
for my opening.
Okay.
Mushrooms. Where are the mushrooms? Oh.
All right, I'm gonna come over and look at it with them.
All right, so that you rolled the 14, and
Yep.
that one is called Ormu. It is a bioluminescent green moss that grows in warm, damp areas. It is particularly common. Wait, is that the right? Am I reading the right one? It is. Yeah.
I don't know.
I am. Okay. Wait. Shit. Am I reading the right one? I am. Okay.
We don't know.
Okay,
Hang in
yeah.
there.
I just didn't put a yellow dot by it. That's how I was telling them apart. Yeah, it sheds light. It sheds dim light, and it can be harvested, dried, and made into a phosphorescent powder or pigment.
I'm gonna harvest.
I was gonna say, yeah, let's get some of that. You need it.
Now, if you take it, some of them are shedding light. It is going to make the light die out.
Well, I'm not gonna take the entire thing. I'm just gonna take a bit of it.
Okay.
off of each one.
Okay.
What? Yeah. I save all the time.
All right. So you get I'll let you just get a little bit of it. You're able to make some pigment. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is the correct one.
We have glow in the dark juice now.
I want to say that
I want to glow in the dark. I mean, it don't do nothing for me, but I want to do it.
Once you pick it off of the fungus, what you have slowly starts to lose its light. Like it shines light for another few minutes, but it's like dying quickly.
I would like, if it's possible, I don't know how spells work. I can just hold a spell in my hand, right?
I guess it depends on the spell, maybe.
Sacred
That's
flame.
like preparing an action, right?
Yeah, you just want to hold a sacred flame in your hand. Yeah, that's fine.
It's a cantrip, so I was just gonna hold it next to the fungus and see if it absorbs the light. Like hold it there for like a minute and then douse it.
the fungus that you like picked off.
Yeah.
I don't think that it does that. Just because like I don't think that there's normally any light in the Underdark for it to absorb, so it just like produces it.
I was gonna see if maybe it worked like glow in the dark.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I used to have a T-shirt that did that thing he was trying to do there.
I mean, I have an herbalism kit. Shouldn't that help me do something to kind of preserve the fungus a bit?
I'll make you roll for it. Are you proficient in it? I think you did from leveling up in the guild, right?
Yeah.
All right, roll a d20, add your proficiency bonus,
Nice.
which I think is what, +3?
Yeah.
While he's trying to figure that out, I'm going to take that tongue I picked, and I'm just going to like rub it on the back of his neck and be like, "Hey, you got licked by a flame."
All right, you got a
I
15.
normally
You
get
said.
licked by a wolf, so
All right.
I normally get licked by a wolf, so a plant.
Show up ahead of us.
All right.
Yeah, I got a 15.
With the 15, you can make it last a little bit longer. It sheds light for 5 feet. Yeah, you're able to just make it last. It will last maybe another hour. Yeah. I can't explain how you do it, but you do it with your herbalism kit, whatever's in there.
So what does it do once he turns it into phosphorescent powder?
Yeah, it can be harvested, dried, and made into a phosphorescent powder or pigment. So I guess you can dye your clothes with it.
Yeah, based off what I was Googling for phosphorescent, it's like, you know the mushrooms in Skyrim that are in caves that like have a real dim light to them. Essentially, they take it in light and they emit it in an extremely low amount over an extended period of time. So they can receive light for like 30 minutes and then emit it at a much lower intensity for like 4 hours.
I get it. Okay.
So I can charge this powder effectively.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
Sure, let's go with
That
that.
is cool.
I wonder if you could like turn it into, if you mix the powder into water and then wrote on the walls, and then just like you could put a secret message up on a wall that only shows up after you expose it to light. That would be kind of
Did you
cool.
say that out loud?
No, well, but now I am saying it out loud. So you guys all know that.
Like to the group? Because if Dan says that, I will definitely start scouring the walls for
Yeah.
messages.
And do you want to tell them like any thieves' cant symbols in case you guys
Oh,
get separated or something?
Yeah, I'll give him one that we used a good bit for our team whenever I was running for home or safe, and basically just be like a symbol to indicate that we're in a safe place or this area is safe.
Okay. That's gonna be good once the zombie apocalypse happens.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
And then I'm gonna go over there and just write "safe for now."
All right. Any other fungus you want to check out? I see that, Anne, you're moving up. You're getting a little further away.
I want to check out the little chest that's around the corner.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Okay. Anne, do you want to go meet her?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys are still going to be down there?
This is interesting.
Oh,
Is it a pool of water?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. So in the description I gave earlier, there was a muddy floor and a bubbling pool. It's a hot spring, and it's gurgling at one side. Let's see. Yeah, and it's like a beautiful clear pool right behind it.
This is so cool.
So Anne, this is a chest. And
Oh, that's weird.
it is
Is it
locked. It is locked.
Hey, Vinny.
Hey, Vinny,
Yeah.
Real quick, is hold on, Vinny. Is the darkness supposed to be tied to where I am? Because if I move too far, I cover up.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I did, you guys can't see it, but I put like a wall so that like you can't see beyond a certain point. So you would have to like literally get around it.
Right, but when I move, it covers up Falcon's screen too.
Yeah, like I don't have my own vision. It's completely set on what you see.
That's
Yes.
cool. I'll just sit right here.
It does.
It's not like we're doing a fight or anything.
Yeah,
I'll
it
just sit right
should
here.
it should block Falcon's vision, but I made it so that Falcon emits light for 30 feet. So once you move, it should be only like 30 feet around Falcon.
No, because last week you said that you gave it so we could both control each other's characters.
Yeah.
The only dark vision that we have is what he has. Like I don't have it. Like I have a little bubble of light that I can see.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll just stand right here. It's not like we're in a fight.
Yeah, I think that is working, right? I mean, I think we'll see. Pi, are you still down there? You and Survive?
I moved up, and then I guess everyone else did. I'll keep moving up with you guys.
Okay, cool. So, Anne, this chest is locked.
All right. I'll, I guess, sleight of hand, use my thieves' tools to try and pick the lock.
Oh shit! I lost it.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. 24.
Yeah.
Okay. You successfully open up this chest. As soon as you open it up, give me.
I should have investigated it now that I think about it.
Yeah, and give me a strength saving throw.
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me. And this chest, as soon as you open it up, it doesn't reveal any treasure inside, but you see teeth, and you see a tongue, and this chest lurches forward, and it bites you, and you are now inside this chest. This chest rolls back and falls into the pool.
I jumped directly into the pool.
That must be a strong-ass mimic.
I rolled an 18 for strength, plus its modifier.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like an 18.
Let's see. And as you fall in, the limestone mud of the hot spring bubbles, gurgles and pops. The warmth is palpable. Suddenly, the mud rises up to a height of 8 feet, sprouts limbs, and it's roughly bipedal, and it lunges at you. Guys, roll initiative. Let's see. A shambling mound pops out.
It's Mudpie's dad.
So, I'm inside a mimic in the mud, and then a shambling mound is also there?
Yes. It seems as though it was waiting for someone to approach it.
I got a 10.
I got a 17.
Okay.
18.
All right, so 10 was Demise. And 18 was Xardaar.
Yeah.
You play tag?
What did you get, Dylan?
17.
17, so right after. Okay.
Guys, after we take care of this, I'm gonna go back over to that note and be like, I was wrong.
Or you can just write on the wall here, not safe.
Yeah, I could just put on the wall here, not safe. Good idea.
Pie, what did you get?
3.
3? Oh my god.
Jesus, pie.
Oh no, never mind. He goes on mine. Never mind.
Was it just 3 or was it 3?
I rolled flat initiative, so it's just 3.
Let's see. Who am I missing? Anne, what did you get?
Oh, for initiative, I didn't
Yeah.
roll because I was inside the belly of the beast. I got a 16.
Okay. So, Anne, you can hold your breath for your Constitution modifier in minutes.
Okay, so I can hold it for 1 minute.
Oh my god! All right, and let's see.
That's a lot of rounds, though, so that's pretty good. That's 10
Yeah.
rounds.
I mean, guys, I think this is our first encounter with a mimic too, so
Yeah.
I believe so.
that's also fun. Okay, I'm gonna put it right over here to the left. There are still mushroom around you. Some do things that you guys have not yet investigated, so we'll see what happens.
I can't wait to rip it off and throw it at the mimic.
Xardaar, you're first.
That deserves.
Alright, so is the mimic in the water?
It's about 5 feet underwater, so it is below water. You cannot see it.
One thing.
Alright, so
I can see it.
yeah, probably.
You guys just hear me say, "What the hell's going on out there?"
Yeah, through the mental link.
Well, you're the dummy who got ate by a mimic. We gotta get you out.
So
I mean, yeah, that was certainly an oversight on my part to not investigate that, but
I mean, you were
This is
going mad,
fun.
so that's on you.
16,
You scoot
17,
right there, and I will risk Hunter's Mark on the Shambling Mound.
Okay. And Shambling Mound is a large creature, Dylan, just so you know.
That will be fun. All right, I know what I'm going after. Like, y'all do what you gotta do to help Ann. I'm going after the big boy. And it ain't because I don't love you.
I know what
Alright.
she's. I know how much
That's a
you love me. and It's
26
not
to
much.
hit.
That'll hit.
I hope so.
I don't need to love you a ton. I love you an appropriate amount.
That's a 22 to hit.
An inappropriate amount.
Will hit.
I mean,
So
a little bit, yeah, but not too inappropriate. It's all good. We're having this whole conversation while he's doing his thing.
right. A 6. Oh dear. And I do 29 piercing damage.
Jesus.
Nice.
How do you do it?
29? Like, God, that's so much. Alright. I mean, this is just like an encounter. It's not a boss fight, so it's all good. Anything else you want to do with your turn? Or with White Fang?
White Fang's gonna scoot up next to me.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright, next up is Robert. Robert, what you got?
All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and charge this bad boy right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to come at it hard with Frostbrand.
Okay.
But before I do that, I'm going to use my bonus action to hit it with my Hexblade's Curse.
Okay. Smart.
Mm-hmm.
The music. It's like a wire.
Yeah.
Right there.
Let's see. So now I got... And because I got the Ring of the Giant Star, I got a lot of math to do before I can even know if I hit it. And then I'll have more math to do if I do hit it.
Usually that's more.
All right.
Well, that's D&D.
And then more
I know,
math.
right?
It's just
There's more
math.
math if he doesn't kill it.
All right, is a dirty 20 going to hit it?
Yep.
All right, because my modifier is a +9 right now. So I feel like my odds are pretty good to hit it. So I do hit it with Frostbrand. And I'm going to go ahead and burn Divine Smite at a 2nd level. So let's see, there's so much math to do here.
I'm gonna let them all die. I'll be out someone.
All right, so
I'll let them all escape.
it's 3d8 for that.
Maybe be on this white.
And there's this. And then that's plus 4, plus 6, plus 9. All right, so I got to roll all this and then add 9 to it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I get +3 for the Hexblade's Curse. I get +2 for the Ring of the Giant Slayer, and I get +4 just for my regular modifier.
Jesus.
Oh, and I forgot a D6.
Zigzag.
Okay, so 4 cold damage,
Okay.
5 slashing, 14 radiant, and then add 9 onto the slashing.
Jesus. I don't even want to do all that math. But listen, it's bloodied. It's muddy. Yeah, it's muddied.
It's gloopy.
All right.
All right, boys, we gotta take Clayface down. Titans, go!
All right. Next up is Anne. Anne, first you're gonna take a D6 of acid damage.
Huh?
So not a whole lot, but you know, you're gonna take 4 acid damage. All right. Now you are essentially grappled. You can make a strength saving throw to try and break out. DC 14. The first one, it was like a contested one. This one, the DC is set. And you're muted.
I was gonna ask. So the for one spell that I have, it is somatic, somatic and verbal. So I probably can't cast.
I'll say like it
anything right
doesn't have hands. Like you're in there, you can cast somatic spells.
Okay. So what I'm wanting to do is cast Insinuation to try and incapacitate it, because I figure it probably doesn't have a lot of wisdom. I could potentially incapacitate the thing. So
Okay.
I'm going to cast that. You unleash a torrent of conflicting desires on the mind of one creature you can see within range. I can see it because I'm inside of it. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Okay. So that's a. Did it do it? I got it. Oh my god! I rolled a nat 1. I did it on roll 20. It failed.
Nice. All right, so it is going to. It is now incapacitated. So I could probably just climb out of it without any resistance.
Yeah.
And then at the end of each of its turns, it's immediately going to take a 1d6 psychic damage, and at that point, it can attempt another Wisdom saving throw. On a success, it breaks out of the Insinuation. On a failure, it stays in it and it loses its turn essentially.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm gonna climb out of it and swim up to the top, and I stand next to my other stabby boy here.
Annie, are you okay?
Me?
Are you okay, Annie?
Oh, Annie.
I'm okay.
Yeah, he's going through it. He thinks you guys don't like him.
Y'all didn't come and save me, you know. I see how it is. I understand our relationship a lot better now.
Dude, I figured you were smart enough to get yourself in. You're smart enough to get yourself out.
It's been like 2 seconds.
I will say, like you were underwater, and you're still within its attack range, so it's not going to get a opportunity attack. But I was like, man, it'd be cool to like almost drown someone, you know? All right.
Yeah. Actually, I am going to move over to the other side since it's incapacitated. It doesn't get a reaction.
All right. Next up is the Shambling Mud. All right. Let's see. So it is going to try to engulf Robbie.
Do you mind if I stand right here instead? So that way he's kind of flanked.
Yeah, that's fine. It's going to try to engulf Robert. Let's see.
It's going to try and eat me.
It engulfs a medium or smaller creature. Oh, wait. First it has to grapple you. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so first Robert is going to try and slam into you. A 9 isn't going to hit.
Nope.
But a
push it aside.
nat 20 will.
Ooh.
Okay. So that is going to be... Oh, boy. So it's...
All right, well, while you're doing that, give me a dex save.
That is a... It's not... I fail.
All right, fair enough. So I'm going to hit it with Hellish Rebuke while it's hitting me.
Nice.
Is it let's see. Okay, go ahead, roll that damage.
All right.
You might kill it.
Nah, it's 4d10. It ain't gonna be quite enough. Unless I get like max die. Alright, let's see. 9, 17, 23 fire damage.
You see what that says?
Fire absorption. Oh fuck.
Oh, fire absorption.
I didn't see
It takes all that and it regains HP.
Motherfucker.
Dang it.
It's looking better.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even see the fire absorption part, so that's on
Yep.
me.
So it
Like,
instead
I couldn't even see the screen.
it regains that HP. That's all you need to know. Okay, so you're gonna take
Great.
16 damage plus 22,
Is he no longer moist?
29,
He just like fired it in a kiln.
33. Yeah, he's no longer moist. You're gonna take 33 bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And you are engulfed. You are.
I thought a shambling mound had to hit with both attacks to engulf somebody.
Well, this is a shambling mud. It's a little different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. If both attacks hit a. Yep, you're right. If both attacks hit. Yep. All right. So yeah, you just take that damage. It does not engulf you, but it does slam you. I mean, that's still a big hit. It is going to come over here, and this mushroom that is right beside you, it is gonna step on it. Because it has to get away from Anne to step on it, and you do get an opportunity attack.
I'm gonna stab the boy. I'm gonna stab him with the ice spike.
Ice spike.
So, yeah, so I'm
Okay.
probably gonna do some ice damage. Frost spike is what I called it. Never mind. So does a 22 hit?
It hits for sure.
All right, and that is 6 piercing, and then I need to do some d8s of ice. 11 ice damage.
So 17 total.
Frost damage. Yes, 17 cold damage.
Okay, so 6 of it was piercing, right? The ice damage doesn't seem to hurt it as much as it looks like.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So it seems pretty fine. So it steps on this mushroom here, and let's see. This mushroom has a 1 in 6 chance of exploding. So Robbie, roll. Actually, no. Dylan, roll a d6 for me. Tell me what you get.
Alright.
Robert?
Yeah.
I got a 4.
Okay, it does not explode. But he does step on it, so I'm just gonna like put it away. It's over there. He does step on it. Okay, and that is gonna end its turn there. Next up is the mimic. So Robbie, it's incapacitated. What does it have to do again? Make a roll.
So at the end of its turn, it can't do anything right now, but at the very end of its turn, it can make another Wisdom save, DC 14.
End of its turn. Okay. So I rolled a flat 12 plus 1. It's not going to do it.
All right, and it's also going to take 7 psychic damage.
Okay.
And it remains incapacitated until the next round. It'll try again.
What a good spell.
I'm just gonna mental it to death, hopefully.
All right. Next up is Demise.
Okay.
What you got?
I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and hit this guy. The shambling mud.
Okay.
Let's see. 19.
That'll hit.
Brad.
Okay, perfect. So many. 98 plus 5. Oh, and I forgot to add this. I am adding, so I'm doing Crimson Right as well, so it's imbuing
What?
the crossbow for an extra 1d6 damage.
Okay.
And I think it's radiant damage?
Yep.
Oh, Right of Dawn, radiant damage.
Where you're
Yeah.
fine.
Let's see.
Using the Rite of Dawn.
Right of Dawn.
That's
mad.
right.
It's like it's 35 to 20 all the time.
There's gonna be an easier way for me to do this, right?
What are you trying to do?
Oh, there, I can do that. Alright. 7, and then extra d6.
Nice.
Okay, 13, and then as a bonus action, let me see.
Okay, it's muddied again.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh, this is no action. Sorry. So I've got another action after this. Use Brand of Castigation, which is whenever you damage a creature with your Crimson Right feature, you can choose to sear an arcane brand of Hemocraft magic into it. You always know the direction of the branded creature, and each time the branded creature deals damage to you or a creature you can see within 5 feet of you, the creature suffers 4 psychic damage. So that's added on. So if he moves or does anything, he gets 4 psychic damage.
Ouch.
And I'm also going to let's see. Use Blood Curse of Bloated Agony as a bonus action. He is going to painfully swell until the end of my next turn. And for the duration of this curse, the creature has disadvantage on strength and dexterity ability checks and takes 1d8 necrotic damage if he makes more than 1 melee or ranged attack during his turn.
Oh shit. He's gonna take damage when he does 2 attacks.
And
I'm sorry, what level are you?
I'm going to go ahead and amplify this.
Oh my god!
So I am going to basically take out my longsword and cut my hand. So I am dealing damage to myself to do more damage to him, and so I take 4 damage, but it makes the curse last for a whole minute. And at the end of each of its turns, the cursed creature can make a con saving throw DC 15 to see if the curse ends.
But isn't it a disadvantage on con saves now?
Yeah, it's a disadvantage.
That's mean.
Hey guys, welcome to Blood Hunter.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Almost a blood hunter.
Again, what level are you? Because for the same level we are, this feels OP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, to be fair, she did take 4 damage. Like, she did have to hurt herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it takes off
Right.
my entire HP too. I think it reduces my max HP by 4 damage.
Mm-hmm. So it's like
Okay, well that's a trade-off. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well,
what exactly happened?
next up is Pie.
So that we can
Pie and
square that away.
Survive.
I guess Survive will go first.
Okay.
Let's see.
I don't even think it's going to get back to me.
2, 3,
If Fine survives, don't do it, I will.
5 will go.
Look, if it gets past y'all, I'm going to go with this tonight.
Okay.
Shit, I meant to have his stats ready and I forgot. I'm sorry, but they're.
If you look at our chat on Discord, it's there.
Yeah, I just grabbed it there. Okay. My smaller Earth Elemental will attack the bigger Earth Elemental. Alright, he's gonna slam him. Does a 27 hit?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright. Roll. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, he takes 10 bludgeoning damage on the first one.
It's muddy. It's even muddier now.
Alright, and that's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
And he's gonna take. Oh, max die. 16 damage on the second one. And that's all Survive is gonna do, but that's all he needs to do.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucking good.
So he he Gorilla Joe's over and just like beats him.
And then Pi, seeing all of his friends getting attacked and getting the shit beat out of them and just cutting themselves, gonna do a 3rd level. Where did it go? I just had it. What the fuck? Prayer of Healing. 3rd level Prayer of Healing. Everybody is gonna get all of these heals.
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's 18 to everybody on our team. Everybody gets 18. And then he's going to do an additional... Where did it go?
That's a good heal. Damn.
He's going to do, as a bonus action, he's going to toss a healing word at second level over at Cooler. And
Much obliged, buddy.
That's another 10 HP for you.
Alrighty, I'm all topped out. Thanks, buddy.
Dope.
Damn, dude. That was a good heal. All right.
Yeah, heal for days, bro. And I'm gonna reposition myself because I don't think Pi can I don't think he can feed a whole monster right now. So I don't want to block. I don't want to block Xardaar. Never mind. I'll just hang out there. That's fine.
Honestly, you're fine, Pi. Xardaar is bigger than us, and this thing's bigger than him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
have
then
clear line of sight no matter where I am right now.
I'll move back here.
Cool. All right. And next up is Xardaar. Xardaar, you might take this thing out. We'll see.
Oh shit.
Alright, so I'm gonna scooch up. White Fang will follow. And I'm gonna attack the mud guy again.
I'll say you get
That's a
disadvantage
20.
because it's like super flanked. Yeah, that hits.
It's a 22 to hit. Alright, so that gets rid of that advantage. Ugh, that's a bad. And the second hit is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Wow. 4, 7. I do 13 piercing damage.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't as good as your first hit.
No, I rolled 3 once.
Ooh, but this thing it's on death's door. It's like 2 to 3 hits away. We'll see. Depends on if you roll 3 ones or not.
Right. That's all I got.
Okay. Next up is Robert. Robert, you
All
have
right.
advantage.
Well, I'm pissed at the way it, absorbed my fire. So I'm gonna come over here because I got that sweet advantage.
And you crit on 19s on this thing.
Yeah, I didn't roll a 19. I'm doing the math real quick. Okay, I got a dirty 18 though.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Let's see. You said this sucker's on death's door?
Yeah. It's like very close.
All right. Well, I'm still mad at it, so I'm going to go ahead and burn another Divine Smite. This one will be at a first level, though. All right, let's do math.
Oh my god.
Math is what I'm here for. 6, 2, and then add 9 to all that.
Let me go grab one real quick.
9.
Yeah, my turn is.
All right, it takes 6 cold damage.
Which doesn't hurt it as much.
Right. 5 radiant. 9 slashing.
Okay, it is like it's gonna go down in the next attack.
All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't have anything I can do with my bonus action there. So I'm going to just post up right there.
Oh, you don't have your second attack yet.
Nah, because I took them Warlock levels.
Is that level 5?
Yeah.
I'm not in the race.
Yeah, level 5. So I need 2 more levels for that.
Gotcha. All right, next up is Anne.
All right.
Anne, you kill Stealer.
Yeah, I'm gonna scooch up and bump the boy.
You got it surrounded.
Let's see. I'm gonna attack him. And does a 20 hit?
Yeah, it hits.
All right. So that is going to be 6 plus. Let's see. 13, so 19 total. 6 of that is piercing, and then 13 of that is lightning. damage?
Let's see.
This entity is like a
Tell me. So it had exactly 6 HP left. Tell me what happens to it.
So I come up and I'm like,
What's happening?
I'm kind of feeling like, the team left me and abandoned me, so I just walk up by Robert and I'm like, this is how it's done. And I pull out the static switch, flip it in my hand once, and then just jab it in there, and you see electricity shoot through it. I definitely did the least amount of work for a kill. Yeah.
I will
And I
say,
just pull the Fey bands down. I'm like,
Robbie, this thing has lightning immunity, so it was all the cutting.
oh, nice. Yeah, minimum amount of work to get that kill.
All right, now let's see. It is the mimic up next, which I guess is going to take that
Well,
6
I
psychic
still
damage.
have one more.
Okay, yeah.
So he's incapacitated, so I get advantage on this. So I'm going to go
Isn't it
ahead
at the bottom of the water?
and attack damage on it because I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, it's like 5 feet underwater, or so. It's like you can stab down in there and get him, but it's like
You would have to get in the water.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I'll just get in the water and attack. Cool. This shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, so I've got advantage on that. And it does a 19 hit.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. So that is this guy. 8 plus. So 8 piercing, 11 cold damage. And then I've got an additional.
Did you remember your sneak attack? I just want to.
I'm doing it now.
Okay.
9 piercing damage for my sneak attack.
Okay, cool. Because we forgot that last week.
Yeah, I did.
All right, so this thing is bloody. I don't know if mimics have blood. So it's
Splintered?
Still, yeah, splintered.
Because
Yeah.
it's looking like a chest.
It's still incapacitated. Robbie, roll me an insight check.
Okay. Not good. It's an 8.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know anything. But let's see. All right, I rolled a natural 5, so it's still incapacitated.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to deal damage to it. It's the end of the turn. It's going to take 4 psychic damage.
Okay, 4 psychic. It's very splintery. Next up is Demise. Demise, roll me an insight check.
Okay. That's 21, and that's a nat 20.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. So Demise, you've seen a few mimics in the Underdark in your monster hunting. You know that mimics, when they are left alone, they just kind of revert back to their stationary kind of form. So you know that if you just kind of leave it in the water, it's going to stay there until, again, something else approaches it and it can, strike at it. So you can either kill this thing or you can just walk away. It's up to you.
Or you could just watch Anne beat it for no reason. Just stand back and watch him be an asshole.
Yeah, I'll signal to Anne somehow. I'm trying to think how I can. I'm just gonna splash around in the top of the water and be like, "Hey, get out of there! Leave it alone!"
All right, what do you need to tell them? I'll let them know.
Just say it'll go back to what it was doing. Don't bother. It won't bother you.
All right, I'm gonna let them know. I'm gonna think, hey, Ann, if we leave this thing be, it'll just stay down there. But if you want to keep beating it up for swallowing you, I'll come help.
So this is what do you guys want to do? You want to kill it or let it be?
And yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with leaving it then, I guess.
Okay.
It's on me really for getting swallowed.
Was
All
there
right.
anything in there when you were swallowed?
No, just teeth and And tongue, lots of tongue. It was just all over me.
I mean, do you want any of them teeth?
No, I didn't enjoy the teeth part of it. The tongue wasn't so bad, but the teeth was that was not very enjoyable.
Well, we got plants that'll do that. You don't need to go in there for it. All right, so I'm gonna reach down and help him out the water.
Okay, you help him out the water. Where the mud was, there are some things there. Why don't you guys give me an investigation check?
Oh, I'm good at those. Not insight though. That's a 23.
Holy crap, that's a nat 22.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
2.
Jeez.
She rolled a nat 22.
Yep, nat 22.
10.
Like, where do you get that die?
Okay.
I got a 13.
Okay, so I think the highest is Taylor, Robbie, Dylan. Taylor, you find a chainmail of acid resistance.
What?
Damn.
All right. I'm going to just go ahead and slide into that bad boy.
That's medium armor though, so I can't wear that.
It's like in
But would that
the...
even
No.
fit Gnome?
Chainmail is heavy armor.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. I can't wear that.
let's see. Robbie, you find a steel shield.
Yeah.
Thanks. Who wants it? I don't need it.
Pies.
I'll take it.
Out if no one wants it.
I'll say if I'll take it if I don't need it. Is it any better than a regular shield?
I don't know. Maybe...
Can I do an investigation check on it then? Or arcane maybe? I don't know.
It's a regular shield. I won't make you roll for it.
Okay.
But I don't
Oh,
know.
if it's regular, I'll give it to Pie.
I mean, like
Oh,
it's
no,
not
no.
magical. It's just made out of steel.
Nah,
and
then
then-
I'll give it to Pie.
And then Robert, you just find a short sword.
Okay. Hey, anybody want this?
I think someone might have got 8 in there.
Looks like it. I mean, he had some really neat chainmail, but don't look like it did him much good.
Let's see.
Hey, Pie, you want this sword for the metal?
I'll just open up a red glowing portal, and you can just toss it into the fire.
By the way, Demise, if you put on this chainmail, it is covered in mud, so it is pretty dirty. But
Oh, that's okay.
yeah, I was gonna say,
It fits her aesthetic.
Yeah, it's pretty much nicer looking than I am, so I'm going to wear it.
all right.
I'm like, nah, Demise, you're beautiful.
So Pie,
You're just saying that.
you look at the
I'll second
chainmail
everybody.
that she's wearing.
Yeah.
Give me a history check with advantage.
Ooh.
Hell
Wait,
yeah!
doesn't someone have a wand of prestidigitation?
Yeah, wasn't it you? I thought it was Xardaar.
Dirty 20.
Pretty sure Pie has
Did
it.
you say 23 or 33?
I said dirty 20.
Oh, okay.
You should have gone with 33.
So
That's not even-
dwarves have a stone cunning, so like they get advantage on like recognizing like stonework. But Pie, I'm gonna say he has like metal cunning or like forge cunning, something like that. So you look at like her armor, and you see that like it is somewhat magical because it is acid resistant. But the way that it's built, and you don't know how you know this. You've never been to the Underdark before. You've never met a Dwergar before. But you look at it and you immediately know this was made by a Dwergar. This is Dwergar made armor. And you piece together that whatever body was in this shambling mud, it was a Dwergar.
Well, that's how he figured it out from
Wait,
the
where
size of the whole thing. He was like, oh, this must be built for one of them hunched over underground dwarfs.
Yeah, and it's funny because
That's why
it's like
gnomes
small,
don't.
so it fits like the gnome perfectly.
That's why it fit the gnome.
Yeah. And it also says right here in the collar for Dwergar only.
Yeah. But yeah,
But we won't tell
Yeah.
Denise, you're good.
the weird thing, Pi, is like you don't know why you know this. Like this is Dwergar quality, it's Dwergar made, and you're just like, maybe it's your madness, but you can't figure out like, why do I know this stuff? You know, like
Demise, do you mind if I take a look at that armor? And I want to look for a maker's mark on it.
Sure, go ahead.
What?
Is it in the collar here?
Honestly, I don't even remember.
We're saying if Vinny's okay with it, that it's in the collar, so I don't have to make you take.
sure, that's fine.
Side tag, it shows you how to wash it.
got you was Outlast.
You look through it. You look at the collar.
That's the one you're talking about,
and
right?
fuck, where is it? There
The
is
actual punch.
a Okay. There is a symbol of... It looks like a beer mug, honestly, the symbol. But, like, for some reason, something clicks in your head, and you just know, like, oh, this was made in Gauntlgrim.
Alright, this was made in Gauntlgrim. What? How do I know that? Well, I just does like a little computer switch, just like...
Didn't you
I don't know,
get
bud.
like, one of those USB installations where you just downloaded some kind of database of something?
You got an update.
I don't know how your brain
Hold on,
works.
I'll check his port.
I'm
Ain't
gonna
got
tell
nothing
that
in there.
He's running PyOS too.
Yeah, I need to give a call up to the Marvin tech support and see if they can give us some insight on what's going on with you. I think something's broken.
I just got Android Jelly Bean.
Hold on, you mean like these beans? And I pull out my bag.
Oh,
yeah,
Does
I want
Martin tech
to
support outsource?
I'm sorry. What?
Does Martin tech support outsource their calls?
Oh, without a doubt, it's all Elven, or actually, it's the gnomes that do it. 'Cause the gnomes
Oh, you call him and I answer the phone. I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna take this.
Oh,
Well played.
Rather than having all of their tech support based on the other side of the world, it's in the underside of the world, and it's all down here.
Nice.
That's good. I like that. Additionally, you guys also find a backpack, a belt with pouches, a water skin, and 50 feet of rope.
Brad.
What's in the backpack?
It's all that. The belt with pouches, the water skin, and the rope was in the backpack.
Okay.
Is the belt with pouches like a fanny pack?
Yes, it's absolutely a fanny pack.
Please.
We should give it to Annie. It could be Annie's fanny pack.
I'll just make a second one. You can look at.
Annie's fanny.
Hey Vinny, I on my channel Divinity, it's not for the Artisan's Blessing that I have limited use. It's for the one where I turn undead. So I'm gonna channel my Divinity and just make a second fanny pack so you can both have one.
All right.
Okay, that's fine. If it's for flavor, I'm definitely cool with it.
Andy's fanny pack, and he always like.
It doesn't have. It's got two different channel divinities. One of them has a certain amount of daily uses. The other does not. It just says I can do it, and that's the one where I create it.
Okay.
So I
think I want to start a business where I go and sell Annie's fanny pack. You got more Annie's fanny pack?
I thought it'd be more along the lines of, hey, you want to reach into Annie's fanny pack and see what you get?
Oh boy. Okay. So yeah, you guys are over here. You left the mimic to just be there. There's still like a few kind of mushrooms around that you guys haven't investigated. Not that like you have to. You don't know what he tried to do with the mushroom that was over here that he stepped on, but he tried to step on it to cause something to happen, but it didn't happen. Let's see.
I'm gonna Google search that real quick. So, I got a 23 for my Google search.
All right, that is called a torch stalk. It's a 1 to 2 foot tall mushroom with a combustible cap. A single torch stalk burns for 24 hours once it's lit. There is a 1 in 6 chance that the torch explodes when it's lit. Yeah, that's a torch stalk. And it's these. I don't know if you guys can see like the red dots on them, but
yeah.
Okay, it's the ones that have a red dot on them.
And if anybody's wondering, there's like a flip down laptop on the back of Pi that I've like opened up, and I'm sitting there Google searching.
Nice.
Robert, no, your name's not Robert. Your name's fucking Ann. Ann, I don't like it when you touch me there.
Yeah.
Oh, Pi, don't play that.
Anne is like downloading like ROMs on him. Like he's trying to download like Final Fantasy VIII.
There's a lot of blocked websites because he's a cleric.
Nice.
Yeah, you can only download games that were rated E for everyone.
So how did he download Final Fantasy?
He got around the firewall.
Yeah.
He knows how to undo the V chip.
He rolled really high on his sleight of hand.
That's fair.
You fooled me.
And then the green one as well. I'll go ahead and roll for that.
All right, what'd you roll for it?
22 for the green one.
22 for the green one. Okay.
I was looking through his stuff. Like, when did I get Tor installed?
So that is called Timask. It is, if it's uprooted or destroyed, it bursts, throwing poison spores in a 15-foot radius. You have to make a Constitution saving throw or be poisoned or under the effect of the confusion spell for 1 minute.
Could we potentially dig this up and not have it explode?
He said uprooted.
So as long as the roots stay in the soil.
So if we had like a druid, sure.
Yeah. If we mile.
Yeah, we don't have a druid. We got a ranger, right? You're a ranger?
Yeah.
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 All right, I'm gonna take some of that phosphorescent whoozy what's it, and I'm gonna just write mimic in the pool.
Okay, smart. Yeah, the mimic is like still incapacitated. It's it's just chilling.
Or just write mimic and put
Well,
an
if it's still incapacitated, it might be dead by now.
Yeah.
arrow. Wouldn't it drown?
Shit.
I don't know if it has to breathe. Because they have like a false appearance.
Well, it takes more damage every round that it's incapacitated. So, or actually, it takes a D12 damage every time it's incapacitated. So,
I mean, it might be dead. I'm not gonna bring it back. The only mushroom you guys haven't looked at yet is this one, the one that's in between Ann and Robert, and like these that are obviously trees that I couldn't find like a good icon for.
19 for one of them and 7 for the other. So the small one I rolled a 19 for, and the big one I rolled 17 or a 7.
Okay, so this red one here, that is called. That one is called Trillimac. Let's see. It can be dried to a leather-like consistency for simple crafting, and the stalk can be cleaned and soaked in water, and it tastes like bread. It's more of a food source than anything. And it's called Trillimac.
Okay, Xardaar will harvest a bit.
All right, you dig it up. It does have to like absorb some water, so you want to dip it into the hot spring.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you've got some.
Be careful, there's a mimic in there.
Some Trillimac bread.
Were you not paying attention? All right.
Why can't I have a mix?
And then
push you in there, dummy.
Robert or Ann, the very tall trees. It's called Zirkwood. All I'm going to tell you is that it's a mushroom and it's big and tall.
This one's a mushroom. I can tell just by looking at it, and it's big. And
Man, so can I. But I've been a little confused. So thank you for clearing that up for me.
I tried to nature and I didn't help.
It's funny because you did so good on all your other rolls.
I know, it's the only one that was below, I think, like 12. All of this one, that was a 3, and then all the other ones were really high.
Do any of you guys want to check out the big mushrooms as well?
I'm gonna go lick it.
I mean, maybe Demise should.
Yeah,
Got advantage.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on that. Since you're from here, you know this stuff. Demise.
Yeah.
Demise.
D-money.
Let me roll for it.
So this will be a nature check.
Ooh. That ain't gonna do it.
With advantage?
With advantage, yes. Hang on. That's still not gonna do it. That's
she rolled a crit 1.
2 1s in a row.
Wow.
Oof.
You just rolled 2 nat 20s in a row earlier too.
I know. This dice is weighted.
Dang. Yeah, so, Demise, you've just been down here for a while, and you're just like, yeah, them some big mushrooms.
Yeah.
No, but then that one, she's like, are you sure those are mushrooms?
I'm pretty sure those are trees.
Let's see, anything else you guys, so you are getting kind of tired in this little cavern. You imagine, I mean, you guys don't have a watch or anything on you, but you imagine that it's like, you've been traveling all day. It's maybe time to go to bed.
Alright, so Pi knows what time it is, and the horn White Fang has changes color at night and day.
Okay. So White Fang's horn tells you that it's nighttime.
Well, I guess it's time to sleep, boys. You want to sleep here or you want to go somewhere else?
I mean,
this is a pretty good spot.
I feel like as long as we don't sleep in the pool, it's safe.
Technically, we're going to sleep somewhere else because we're going to sleep in the spa.
Yeah, Robert, Pi, and Xardaar, give me a nature check.
But I don't want to lick the mushroom. What do I care? I didn't get it.
I got to
A 0?
I forgot you have a -1 on nature.
Did you guys all honestly really not know jack shit about the fucking big shroom?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I can bring the Lord in for guidance.
Ask White Fang if he knows.
Can I ask White Fang if he knows?
White Fang don't know shit, man.
I'm just going to climb on top of it and sleep. I don't know what
I'm
this
gonna
thing
lick it.
is, but it looks good.
You're gonna climb on top of it? Okay.
Yep.
Give me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
22.
Alright, so with that, you're able to climb up the middle of this mushroom. Now you have to get over to the cap. So give me another acrobatics or athletics check.
Fingers crossed. Okay, that's an 18.
Okay,
so
so
that's good.
So, and once you get to the top middle of this mushroom, it's like kind of like monkey bars, and you're able to like climb over to the cap of this mushroom and then like muscle up your way onto the top, and it's very comfortable. It's very comfortable up there.
Toss the rope down to everybody so they can get up here.
Okay, so we're.
Well, I was just gonna let Pi walk up the side, and I was just gonna hold on to him.
Or yeah, you can do that. I don't care.
Well, he's got to like walk upside down and get over the cap. So, Anne, I'm gonna put you right here. Okay.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right. So, is anyone gonna join him on top of this shroom?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I will.
He's over there? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's a
do we
comfy
all
ass
have to be
room.
on the same one? It doesn't look like there's a lot of room up there.
I mean, you don't have to be on the same one. You can be on different ones if you want.
Alright, so I'm going to cast, before I climb up, I'm going to cast Cordon of Arrows here and here.
Wait, what are you
What
casting?
that is, it's Cordon of Arrows. So what that is I dig 4 arrows into the ground in a 5-foot square, and it's any creature that enters other than me and other than a creature that I designate. Any creature that gets within 30 feet of those arrows that are in the ground must succeed a dex check, or an arrow will fly at them, and they'll take 1d6 damage.
Fucking John Rambo over here.
Okay.
And this spell, it's not concentration, and it lasts for 8 hours.
Nice.
That's a cool spell. Okay.
And so I'm casting 2 of them.
Okay, where are you casting it again? Hold on, I just want to put a little
Over
icon
here?
there. God, I wish I knew how to spell arrow.
With letters, preferably.
A-I-R-O-H.
All right, make it appear again.
Arrow. Q-U-E-E-N.
Q-W-E-R-T.
And yeah, there.
Well, that one was for Curtis. I was hoping he'd appreciate that one.
And where's
I got it.
Where's the second
There
one?
and over here. Over here.
Over there. Okay. So that's the arrow. I'm gonna give it just a 30. I'm gonna give it a light. So over there and okay, dude, that's a cool thing. I didn't know what that spell was. Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's a ranger spell.
All right. Cool. All right, so you guys go to get some rest for the night. So this would be night 1 that you guys get some rest. But before you do that, Pi, since you only need 4 hours of sleep, roll a d8 for me to see how many hours go by. Not that you guys get a long rest or anything.
2.
All right, 2 hours go by. And you guys hear some rumbling down below as a group of orcs stumble through the cavern.
Well, can we at least call that a short rest real quick?
Yeah, that's fine. You guys can get.
I mean, it was 2 hours.
Yeah.
And anyone who would have rested in the spa, take your bonus from that.
I'm gonna hide.
Well, it seems like everyone was like trying to take like their long rest, so I don't know if everyone was able to like do that really. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm mostly good. I'm down 1 first level spell slot, but that's it. I'll be fine.
Okay. So it's not only some orcs, but you do see like a good mixed group here. Okay. So you see.
What is that big thing? Is that like a?
It's an ogre.
Troll or something? Ooh.
So let's
guys, you
see.
want to hide? Wait.
I
Yeah.
mean, we're up on the mushroom. They can't really see us.
I rolled a
Let's
25.
see if
I'll let
Let's
you
see
guys
if they go. Let's see if they go for the pool first. See if the mimic gets them.
I mean,
So
they're going to
they,
be interested in what's around because they're about to get hit by some arrows.
so
I'll
they're
let you
making,
guys know. Anyone who's on the shroom with me can hop into the portal for now if they want.
Oh, Demise, I'm gonna put your character up top just so that like
Oh yeah.
you're like up there with them.
Oh yeah, I'm like way out here.
Okay, so let's see.
I got it.
So the first to get hit is gonna be a kobold. Do you have to make a roll to see if they get hit?
It's a Dex 13 saving throw.
All right, kobolds aren't that strong. It rolled a nat 20 though.
Oh, dang.
Is it just one arrow?
There's 4, right?
Yeah, there are 4 arrows. And whenever a creature enters the 30 feet, 1 piece of ammunition flies to strike it, then the piece of ammunition is destroyed. The spell ends when there's no more, when all the arrows are gone.
Oh, okay, so I need to make 4 dex saves, right? Okay, so it missed one.
Yeah.
Okay, it failed that one. I'll roll for the other one. Jesus Christ! I rolled another nat 20.
So did it only hit once?
And then a 4. So 2 of the 4 arrows hit, and these kobolds are so weak. They die. Like they just like yeah, they get hit and they're gone. So when they walk within this area, let's see. The arrows go off and the kobolds go first. And you guys know that kobolds are weak. They were pretty much being used as like meat shields. Let's see. And now that they're closer to you guys, you get a better look, and something seems off about them. The way that they're moving, the way they look. The kobolds, they get shot with the arrows, and they fall down, and they don't even bother to like do anything. They keep on moving. Let's see. They're gonna make it to about right here. And since they're close enough to you guys, why don't you all give me a stealth check?
I rolled it earlier. 25.
Nice.
Did anyone hop into the pocket?
I mean, I guess I did because I wouldn't be doing anything.
Yeah, if you're in the spot, if you guys are in the spot, I'll say you're like automatically hidden.
Oh,
Nat 20.
24.
Okay. Was that Herschel?
Yes.
Oh my god! I heard that.
He was not.
I thought it was Anna for a second.
And White Fang rolled a 12.
Okay, I'll say White Fang is good. Let's see. All right, so these orcs, they have. So it's not just orcs. There are orcs. There's a big ogre, and there is also 2 bugbears. If you guys remember when you guys were up on the mountain fighting the dragon, the kobolds and bugbears were the groups of creatures that got taken over by the red thorns. So now you kind of know where they went. You guys remember Bick? He was the only bugbear that was left.
Yeah, he was the bugbear.
Yeah, this is what happened to him. So you guys did a successful stealth roll. They did not notice you. They do kind of stop and talk to each other a little bit, but they're not talking Orcish or Draconic or Common. Do any of you guys speak Infernal?
Nope.
I'm in Pie's pocket. It don't matter what I speak.
Yeah.
No? Okay. So they talk to each other in this like ancient, almost demonic sounding language, and you guys can't make up what they say. But those of you guys that are out, give me a perception check. Yeah, just like that.
Oh boy.
26.
26?
17.
That's 5.
11 to 12.
Right.
Okay. So I'll say, Anne, with your 26, you get a look at these guys. They have red thorns poking out of their skin. Based on what you guys have learned about with the thorns and the fruit, you know that these dudes are being controlled by somebody. Which explains their movement, because they're not like kind of moving like fluidly and normally. Their movement is almost like calculated, you know?
They look like video game characters all tied to the same animation.
Yeah, it's like the guys from Skyrim, where they're like, yes, yes, I will assist you. You know, yeah, they're moving like that.
Well, you know, those kobolds used to be adventurers.
Then they took an arrow through their knees.
Oh man,
Now they're dead.
Okay, and these guys are gonna keep on going. They're gonna turn over this way, and they're going to get hit again. So the bugbears are first. So I need to roll a deck save for them.
Yeah.
Fail. Pass. Fail. Fail. Okay, so I'll say that one of them dies because it's a d6 of damage, right?
I'm not rolling right now, Gannon.
Okay, so one of them definitely dies. One is still alive. They make their way through,
No.
and they're going this way.
Let's see if one of them gets eaten.
And
No.
they stop here to fill up their water skins. You hear a splashing, so you imagine that the mimic was still alive, and it took one of them into the water with them.
Yes!
And
Sorry, unrelated.
Braves.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
The Dodgers are tied it up, but the Braves are back on top.
And then you see them keep on going. And what you guys don't see, and I didn't put on the map, is on the other side of this little pool, there was like the exit to this little area.
Okay.
All right. Okay, and guys, that's, let's see.
Well, what the heck? I wish I'd known that.
For the heck.
Yeah, guys, that's it. These orcs that you guys heard rumors about where they've been traveling, you just had your encounter with them. And if you guys had the opportunity to attack them if you wanted to, which is definitely A-okay that you didn't, because that would have been a very interesting fight that I had planned for.
I mean, if we did attack them, I would have had a plus 15 to hit if I stayed on that mushroom.
Gannon, give me a bear, please.
Oh, that's right. We got bonuses.
All right.
Because you said height gives me a plus 5.
I thought we said +2.
I asked Gannon to give me a
because there was
bear.
advantage
He
and
brought me a bear.
the alternative, so it wasn't so overpowered as +2.
Okay, so yeah, it would have been a plus 12.
Because
total.
Yeah, that's still good.
Yeah, effectively, if you do the math, advantage basically gives you a +5.
Give me a beer. He
It's
brought me a
more of
bear.
a risk than a generic +5, but that's essentially what it
He
does.
doesn't really know.
I got you. All right. Well, guys, that makes it a lot easier for me. Okay. So we get to skip a whole thing. All right.
He's just like, it's easier for me. Less for me to do.
All right. So
Yeah.
you guys sleep for the rest of the night. You know that you're not down here alone, and you gather that maybe the sounds that you guys were hearing, maybe it's the orcs that are down here, maybe it's the other creatures that are being controlled, maybe it's drow, maybe it's a bunch of spiders. Who the heck knows? All right. Yeah, so you guys wake up the next day. It's day 1, so you do not have your long rest yet.
Actually, I got a question on that.
Yes.
Because you said it would be like every 3... never mind. I guess it would reset after an encounter, right?
No, I'll still say like every 3rd day. So you just have
Okay,
a long rest. This is like your first
Well,
day.
because we had 2 days before we ran to the Drow. Then we had 3 days. This would be day 6.
No. You had wait, I was keeping up with the math. Because you just had a long rest after you escaped from the Drow. And then I had Curtis roll a d4 and he rolled a 3. So
it's every 3 days since your last rest, not every 3 days in the Underdark.
Okay, see, that's what I was trying to suss out.
Okay, yeah. So 2 more days and then you get your real long rest. Okay.
Cool. I mean, it's 1 spell slot for me. I'm not that worried.
You do get a short rest if you guys want to, do any of that. I'll let you guys take care of that on your own. So Dylan, you do get your Warlock spell slots back.
Yeah, that's the part I was worried about.
All right. You leave the cavern and you spend a few hours continuing your journey. The madness, exhaustion, and fatigue is starting to take its toll on you. Time is no longer something that you keep up with anymore. You only stop.
What time is it?
It's been a number of days. I know what time it is in general, but I don't know how many days it's been.
Pi tells you. Yeah, he's keeping up with it. You only stop when you absolutely need to. However, today you find a large building that seems to be abandoned. There's a large dust-covered symbol on the door. It looks like a good place for you to rest for the night. So you guys have spent like a whole day traveling. This is like the end of your night. I'll say this is the end of your day 2. I won't make you roll for it. Yeah, so you guys see this large abandoned stone building. And you think,
All right, I got 19 for
symbol that
perception.
you mentioned?
What'd you say, Robbie?
What was the symbol that you mentioned?
So it's dust covered, but I'll say that with his with the perception check, here's what you guys see. There is a large stone steps leading up to it. It's very dusty. There's a few broken windows, spider webs and cobwebs all over the place. Let's see. It looks like an old, decrepit church. It's surrounded by glowstone, which makes it kind of visible, which is why you guys were able to go in there. Glowstone is a type of stone in the dark. It's like Minecraft rules,
Never played it.
As you guys approach, you
Think Luminous Stone from Breath of the Wild, Curtis.
Never played it.
I can't help you.
Wait, you've never played Minecraft?
Not enough
Well,
to.
neither have I.
I played.
But more importantly,
phone app.
how has he not played Breath of the Wild?
I don't have a Switch, bro.
Get one, man.
Like, it's such a good game.
I want to play it desperately, but
It's good.
Bro, come visit. I have it.
So
Come live
Dylan,
with
you
me. I have it.
or Robert, you walk up to the symbol and you dust it off, and you see that the symbol is an 8-legged spider, but within the body there is a skull.
Do we
Cool.
know?
Anybody know what this stands for?
Curtis knows what that is.
Why don't you guys give me a religion check?
I mean, I think Dylan has an idea what it is, but I don't know
Yeah,
if
I'm
Robbie
pretty sure it's
does.
Lolth, but we'll see.
That's what I was thinking. All right, I got a 16. Is that going to tell me it's Lolth?
Yeah.
Really?
I got a 16 as well. Does that tell me it's Lolth?
Yeah, I think that you guys are all like, I mean, there's a big cosmology of all the gods.
You got a 23. Does that tell me it's wrong?
Yes.
A 93?
And
All right.
Demise, like, you know for sure, this looks to be an abandoned
Just tell me what
church
you're
of
rolling.
Wolf.
I got
Let's see.
12.
You got a 12. All right. You got it too, Gannon. Good job.
So you guys want to get in there because it looks abandoned. Seems like a good place for you to rest. There are 2 statues to your left and 2 statues to your right. The door is locked, so you can't get in there. Each statue has one hand outstretched, with one palm up, and the other hand has a scroll facing their face. So every statue looks like this.
Can we read
I have
the
an idea.
scrolls?
I was gonna put a gold piece in one statue's
Yeah.
palm.
That was my guess.
Uh,
Can I read the scroll? Is there any writing on the scrolls that they have?
Yeah, is there anything in Elvish? Because we would all just immediately read that.
the first scroll on your left, you guys have to look like behind the scroll because it's facing the face of the statue. There is a symbol of fire. Like imagine like a Pokemon fire card. It's got that symbol on it. And
Okay, so fifth element rules. Got it.
Right.
Curtis, you said something earlier?
I was saying, with proficiency in religion, would I know anything about like these characters in like the religion for law?
Okay, yeah, so here's what you guys do know about Lolth. Lolth is, she's the goddess of spiders. She is the goddess that most of the drow worship. She is definitely chaotic evil. She does come from like an elvish ancestry. And you would know that way back when in like the lore of this world, she led a revolt against Lathander in order to praise like the evil god to kind of offset the balance. And because of that, because of Lolth, the drow elves were cursed to remain underground.
So it's not Moradin's fault. Or no. I was thinking of the Xardaar. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dwergar hate Moradin. They probably had something similar going on.
I actually definitely want to like re-sacralize this place as a temple of Moradin.
An underground.
All right, I want to check the other scrolls, see if they got similar symbols.
Yeah.
So the other symbol on the left, it's not wearing anything. It has the exact same thing, but it has a blindfold on.
Nice.
Robbie, have you seen that one?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh boy. The statue on the right, it has a symbol of water on its scroll, like a Pokemon water card. And the other statue on the right, its hand is closed, and there's nothing on its scroll.
All right, so I light a torch.
What do you do with it?
I stand in front of the one with fire, and I wait for the other people to do something.
Okay, well,
I stand in the middle because I've got the most heart, and I'm a form Captain Planet.
all right, its hand is out.
I'm just waiting for other people to get set up.
Why don't you put the fire
Obviously,
in
they want us to do something.
What was one of the other symbols?
What'd you say, Curtis?
I mean, there was
I said, why don't you put the fire in the hand?
I
fine.
just make a fire on it.
You put the fire on the hand?
Yeah.
Put the fire on the
Okay,
hand.
you put the fire on the hand, and you see that the door, two of the 8 spiders' legs, kind of push into the spider's body, and it seems like some kind of mechanism is turning.
And the scroll on the other one said what?
So this, you got one of the ones on the left. The other one on the left has the same thing, but it's wearing a blindfold. The other one on the right has a symbol of water, and the other one on the right, its hand is closed, and there's nothing on its scroll.
I'm gonna go over to the one with the blindfold, and I'm just gonna cast darkness on the hand.
Okay. You see the other 2 legs of the spider go in, and more mechanisms start to turn.
I was going to cast blinding.
And then I'll just like cover it up real quick so everyone else can see.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the one with its hand clenched, and I'm gonna punch it in the hand like a fist bump, but a really hard one.
This statue is like pretty tough. Nothing.
I'm trying to hurt
it. Yeah.
I cast.
I would have said Anne needs to like finesse it open.
I cast steel.
I needs to go.
Pour some water.
Yeah, I'll pour a little water in that other one, I guess.
So the other one, you pour some water in its hand, and then the other 2 legs of the spider on the door go in, and more mechanisms open. Now that you've done all of these 3, let's see. This statue, let's see, its hand opens up, and let's see. On the scroll that it's holding, the symbol of a heart appears. And when it opens its hand,
right.
There is some dirt, and there seems to be a little seed with something sprouted in it.
It's a piece of heart.
Da 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 da. Nah, we need to go love on it.
Does it look
You
like?
gonna grow up real tall, little plant.
Does it look like the same seed that we found before that made them mind meld?
Give me a nature check.
Oh shit!
I can do that because I've got a decent one on that. 18.
18, yeah.
It does not look like that at all. But its hand opened up, and now it has this little pile of dirt and seed and a little seed in it. The locks have not yet disengaged. You pour some water on it. Okay, you pour some water on it. Nothing happens.
I'm gonna hold my sacred flame above it like sunlight.
Okay. No reaction. Its hand is out, not like it's asking for something. Its hand is out like it's giving something.
Oh, okay. I cast Chill Touch on it.
I would say I was gonna look for like a pot or something I could put it in.
Yeah. Take the.
Nothing happens to it. You cast Chill Touch on it.
Just gets cold.
Yeah, it gets cold.
All right, is there like a pot or something around?
A pot?
Or like a cup or something I can put it in?
I mean, unless you have one.
High channel.
I mean, you have a jar.
Cool. I'm like, all right, I got this. Wait, hold on. I need something about the same approximate weight. So here's what's gonna happen. Pie, I'm gonna slide it on in here, and then you're just gonna like put a bunch of necklaces right there. Sound good?
High channel divinity is a perfect like silver replica of the plant, like same size and everything.
I heard about an archaeologist who had to do something like this. All right, so go.
All right, wait, okay. So what's happening? Dylan, what are you doing?
We're doing Indiana Jones.
Okay, so are you using your hand to like scoop the plant into a cup?
Yeah, I'm just like sliding it over into the cup.
Okay, so Dylan, you hold a cup underneath it, and Pi is ready with like a replica of this plant to replace it. So you use the bottom of your hand to scoop it. As soon as you touch the dirt in this plant,
you take damage as it casts Absorb Health. I don't know. I can't think of what it was.
Power word kill.
I'm gonna say that.
Inflict wounds.
Yeah, it casts Inflict Wounds on you.
Well, shit. I hope it rolls all ones. Otherwise, I'm dead.
I just gotta find like the appropriate.
It casts Disintegrate on you. You just melt.
I'll miss you guys.
What's the one that puts you in
No, you
another
disappear into the void.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I can't remember what that one's called.
All right, so Dylan, as soon as you touch this dirt and the plant, your right arm starts to rot off.
Oh shit!
Your fingers start to rot away. They turn green, and then they just get. The skin falls off, and right now, all of your fingers are off, and it's working its way up.
I'm gonna hold him down and start cutting his arm off.
Well, hang on. I'm gonna rip a piece of fabric off of my clothing and do it like a tourniquet up above it.
Where are you putting it up?
It's daytime.
Yeah.
It's daytime.
So
we just got to get it above the elbow. So up here.
So you start.
That way you can just put a claw on it.
Hold on, Vinny. Does this count as a disease?
No.
Can I knowledge medicine this and see if I can figure out what's happening to him? I'm proficient in it.
Sure. But it's going, so your fingers are gone. You guys are holding him down. You're screaming.
24.
What is that?
Sorry, cuz. And I just start sawing away.
A 24?
Hey, I'm trying to get it around here, so that way he's still got a good bit of his arm.
Whatever plant that he touched, it's highly infectious, and it's rotting away. It seems almost necromantic. So your hand starts burning. You tie the tourniquet.
Does anybody have divine?
Yeah, I was about to say I can just do that. Hang on. Ah, shit.
If not, I've got alchemist supplies. Maybe.
So wait. So you do it, and this, Robert, this fucking hurts. This hurts so bad.
Shit, my hand.
White thing is barking.
Start praying to your goddess or something.
Survive is like yelling at you. And Demise,
she said she can't hear me down here.
She quickly grabs a tourniquet and she ties it right above your bicep. But now your entire hand is gone. It's working its way up to your forearm. I
guiding bolt the plant. It's radiant damage.
Okay, you guiding bolt the plant. His hand is still gone. And are you gonna cut it off?
Yeah.
Well, hang on. I got alchemist supplies. I've been down here long enough. I can figure out something to.
Has she ever seen this?
I doubt it. You've never been to this trip before.
I don't care.
Doubt it.
What about other like necromantic damage or whatnot? Like necrotic damage. That's the right word.
I mean, if you can do some kind of radiant something or like
it's up to his forearm now.
Yeah, I'm just cutting. Until you find some solution, I'm cutting.
Okay.
I spare the dying and heal the
Okay, spare the dying. That works. Okay. All right.
I used the unicorn horns daytime charge to heal.
Okay. I'll say that. Anne, give me a strength saving throw. You're trying to cut his arm.
Wait,
I'm not going to do well on this.
Did spare the dying stop it?
He said it worked.
Yeah, he said it worked.
Oh, okay, yeah, spare the dying worked. I mean, he's okay.
Okay, yeah. If it's
stops,
like as soon as I see it stop, I'm not going to continue. But yeah, I was just assuming there was nothing we could do, and I'm getting ready to save his arm.
Pi is just going to say, "Jesus Christ, Dan!"
So, Robert,
Can I heal this in any way?
here's what happens.
Morning, Christ, Dan.
So, part of your right arm is gone. Like, a good bit of it. Like, you've got half a forearm left.
Is there...
He at least was able to stop it from progressing to your entire arm. Survive is going to walk up to you, and he's going to try and be kind of kind of loving. Like, he's going to come up on you. He is going to look at your what's left of your arm, and then he's going to... the way that you saw his hand grow the other day to reach that shelf, his hand is going to grow.
Dude, it's going to be so cool.
And it's going to cover your stump. And you feel this like surge of this magical like earth energy. It glows with this deep green light. There's some Fair's Arrest mist around you, and it just starts to resonate with Survive. And when he pulls it away, you now have this arm that is kind of viney, like swamp monstery.
Yo.
I give him a big old hug. We are Groot. We are Groot.
So let's see. On the back of your fist, you have a flower petal, and currently there are 3 petals on it. Dylan, you have a severed arm. Here's what you can do with it. So he broke off his arm and he like gave you a part of himself. Let's see. Every day it's gonna regrow a certain number of petals, and we'll roll for it. Let's see. So here's what you can do. You can detach this arm from yourself, and you can move it around. It has the same number, like Adam's family. Yeah.
That's what I was picturing.
Yeah.
I immediately detach it and start scratching my back right in that spot.
I
got it. That's been itching me for a week, y'all.
You can now speak Terran.
Yes.
But you have a permanent disadvantage with sleight of hand checks.
I never use it. I'm fine.
And
that would have sucked for me.
And yeah, well, I think doesn't your glove give you advantage on it?
Yeah, so it would have just negated it, but still.
Let's see. You're also immune to poison damage, but you're now weak against fire.
So that just cancels out with my resistance anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of want to touch this because I'm going to be immune to fire soon. And
let's see.
Would that even work for you?
And let's see. Yeah, I was trying to figure out like who's going to touch this thing. Let's see. And here's the spells that you can cast. On one charge, you can cast entanglement. But instead of it sprouting from the ground, it's going to sprout from your hand.
Yeah, I'm reading this right now. It's so cool.
You can cast Bark Skin, which you already have. You can cast Spike Growth. And for 4 charges, you can cast Speak with Plants. Or you can cast Plant Growth. But right now, you currently have 3 charges.
Hey, we have our druid.
Right?
At least part of one.
Why am I a little bit of everything? Jeez.
Here's the thing. As you guys do this, the statue or the door, only you have 2 legs left that needed to go inside the body. Only one of the leg goes in, and you hear a mechanism change.
I think we should put his arm in the hand.
You what?
I said that I think we should put his arm in the hand.
The part that rotted off.
Yeah.
Well, you hear the ground shake as right in front of the door, another statue raises up, and it's just the head, and then the statue animates. And it like starts shaking its head, and it says, Oh man, I haven't. Oh, you guys, what's up? I haven't seen anyone in a while. Yeah, I guess you guys want to go in, don't you? My name's Stu. I'm Stu the statue. What's up?
Hi, Stu. That thing done took my arm, but it's okay. I got a better one.
Oh well, if you're a drow, it just like knows that you're a drow and it lets you in. And yeah, none of you really look like a drow. I guess you gotta pass my test, I guess.
I mean,
all right.
Do I just have to look like a drow?
No. We know if you're a drow or not.
Hold on. I didn't know there was going to be a test. I didn't study or nothing.
All right. Well, it's pretty easy. I'm just gonna.
He already lost an arm. Is this gonna cost a leg too?
No. Oh, if only. I wish it would. An arm and a leg. I get it.
Look, if it does, I better get my brother animated as a suit of armor.
And
he have one.
This is like a marble kind of like ancient looking like Greek statue. Well, I just have a riddle for you. If you can answer it, then you can go in. But I'm only going to tell you the clues once. And if you get it wrong, every time you get it wrong, something bad's going to happen.
Vinny, tell them slowly, please.
No. I'm going to speak in the way that I speak, okay?
Dude, I'm still copying the severed arm stuff so I have access to it. Give me a minute.
You have to repeat it anyway.
No, I'm not going to tell you that, because that would ruin the riddle. It's like, you already heard it. You got it, All right, so I think Robbie and Taylor, this is going to be familiar for y'all, okay? You've heard this one before. All right, so here's my riddle. There are 3 houses that occupy a lonely village in the wilderness. One is red, one is yellow, and one is blue. The houses are occupied by a dwarf, an orc, and a human. One of those 3 owns the sharpest axe in the land, another the most balanced sword in the land, and the other the heaviest hammer in the land. Using the following clues, please tell me the color of the houses from left to right, the occupants of each house, and the weapons of each person. Let me know when you're ready.
Like, hold on. This is some of the crap we had to do in school.
Timmy has 5 apples and gave 3 to Sally. What is the wind speed velocity of an African swallow?
African or European?
I don't know.
Hold
on, before he gets going.
You guys did that in sync too.
Maybe I'm stupid, but this is like way beyond me, and I do not see a way it's humanly possible to figure that out.
I haven't given you the clues.
He hasn't given us the clues yet.
Oh.
Yeah. Just so you like this, just some background info. Let me know when you're ready for it. I'm only gonna say it once.
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
Okay. So, the dwarf and the orc hate each other and refuse to be neighbors. The human lives in a blue house. The orc doesn't use swords. The yellow house contains the hammer. The human lives to the left of the dwarf. The red house is on the far left.
Oh god.
The human lives in the orc.
Okay, so the dwarf and the orc hate each other. The human lives in the blue house. The orc doesn't use swords. The yellow house has the hammer. The human lives left of the dwarf, and the red house is on the far left. I was typing while he was talking.
All right, so
Yeah, I wrote it
red
down.
on the far left, orc on the far left, human in the middle with the blue.
Yeah, because
The
it goes
hammer
orc,
is not
it goes
in the
orc,
yellow.
human, dwarf, left to right.
Okay,
So the orc is in the red house.
And it doesn't use swords, and the hammer is in the yellow. That means the orc has the axe. The dwarf has the hammer in the yellow on the right. Human has the sword in the blue in the middle, and
red.
the other thing. God, I already forgot.
Blue, yeah.
And the orc is the red with the axe.
Yes,
on the
orc,
left.
red, axe on the left.
Human.
Human, blue, sword in the middle. Dwarf, yellow, hammer on the right.
Yes, we're going with that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not RPing that because Xardaar is too dumb to figure that out. Like, I'm just saying that. He's dumb.
Let me know when you're ready to answer.
That was the final answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me,
Yeah,
what are,
Regis, that's our answer.
what are the colors of the houses from left to right?
Wait. How did we figure out the sword and the axe?
Because
Okay,
the
I have a
hammer was in
Orc
the yellow
doesn't use
house,
swords.
and the
Orc doesn't
orc
use
doesn't
swords.
use swords.
Yep.
Right.
So
So the orc is on the far left, and the left is where the red house is.
I wrote down that the
Because the
dwarf
human.
swords.
no, the orc.
Yeah, the orc doesn't.
Okay, that's why I couldn't get
Because
it.
right.
Sword. And then.
Because the orc has to be in the yellow house if the red house is on the left and the human's in the blue house, and the human is left of the dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
so-
colors are red, blue, yellow.
Correct. Red, blue, yellow.
That
And
is
it's orc
that is
and dwarf.
correct. What are the
Okay.
occupants in order from left to right?
It goes orc, human, dwarf.
Yeah.
And what weapons do they use from left to right?
It goes axe, sword, hammer.
Mhm.
You are correct. Well, until next time. And then the statue sinks below. And you seen the
Light-
last leg. Wait, what?
I said later, Stan.
It's
I thought it was Stu.
No, it's Stan.
No, my name is Stu, like statue.
I mean, you were just standing there.
And then he de-animates, and his face is like looking up. The last leg on the door goes in, and you hear some mechanisms go off, and it unlocks.
Hooray!
That was terrifying.
Yeah, the whole thing was a disaster. I got a new arm out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry for making you guys do math. I'm sorry. It's my greatest sin as a DM. I apologize. Wait, that wasn't math.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, that's the last puzzle I'm going to
Riddles.
make you do.
It was a word problem.
I
It was the
literally,
fact that we had to get it all in one go. That was terrifying.
I literally have a math puzzle for you, which is going to be like very fun.
Like, the worst ones are when there are 6 different things you have to match.
Right.
Nine.
Okay.
Like, there are 6 people, they live in 6 places, they have 6 jobs, and they only do things on these separate days.
I'm not going to make y'all.
That was the hardest one you ever got.
I never actually had to do that.
Like I said, because I got much worse than that.
Nope.
I'm going right up to the altar when we get in there.
Okay. So you guys walk in. As you enter the church, you find a music box on a table in the middle of the entry room. Somehow the candles are lit. The music box is playing a very eerie tune. There's a deep purple carpet on the ground and several cobwebs all over the ceiling and walls. There's a strong smell of sulfur in the air. Except
Hey, Anna,
for
what's
the
up, buddy?
music box, it's
That's
very
Mommy, I'm busy.
quiet in here. There are 2 doors there's a door to the left and a door to the right that lead to the next chamber. Yeah, so this is where you guys are at. Did I move you guys over?
Battle map.
I did. Okay. So
Does the tune repeat?
the tune repeats, and it's very eerie.
Xardaar starts playing it on his pan flute.
What does it sound like? Can you sing it for us?
No, it's a tune. It's not a song. I can't do
Yeah,
that.
you can.
You know the music that was in Mario, where it's just the tones, like in the original old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like two, but it sounds like that.
So you guys are in this chamber, and you're just kind of like getting a feel for it. The tune has now been playing for about 3 or 4 times on repeat now. And you guys are just listening to it. It's entrancing you a little bit. Why don't you guys all give me a wisdom saving throw? Come on,
Hey,
Pi.
that's not bad.
This is your time to shine,
Oh,
Pi.
God.
18.
Oof, rough. I got a 9.
I got an 11.
So I'll be right back.
8.
You got an 8, Pi?
An 8. It didn't even roll. It just dropped out of my hand and stopped, and it landed on.
Demise, what did you get?
12.
A 12?
Sounds like everybody except for me.
God.
And everyone around you, including White Fang and Survive, they get just like entranced by this tune, and they all fall asleep. They hit the ground, and they're asleep. But you're able to just like power through it.
Hi, guys.
We ate the cookies.
We ate the cookies. Oh, we're out. Yeah. Incapacitated.
Yeah, you're incapacitated.
Alright.
And you hear on the other side of the door, in the chamber, you do hear something. You hear someone.
Is there anywhere in this room that I can hide?
In this current room, you can hide under the table.
Oh, whoops.
Is it well enough that like if somebody were to come in, they might not see me under the table?
I'll say that it's like one of those like church tables that have like a drapery over it. You know,
Okay.
so you can.
Yeah,
You want to hide in there?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
I don't have a favorite on this one.
That is going to be a 24.
Okay, you successfully hide. Let's see. So the door. So you hide under the table, and the door to your right slides open. There we go.
Ooh.
And you see, and because you're under the table, you just see footsteps. You don't know who it is, so I'm not going to tell you who it is, although you can clearly see on the screen who it is. This person here is going to, you hear him sigh, and he goes, oh, great, another bunch of intruders. Oh, it's Demise. Well, she always gets caught some way or another. You see him take his time, and he starts wrapping everyone up in some rope. He starts off with Robert. He ties Robert's hands behind his back. Then he goes over to, I think right next to him is, who is that? That's Xardaar. He ties Zardar's hands behind his back. Survive, he doesn't know what to do because this is a big creature, but Mighty Joe Young style, he wraps the hands around their back. White Fang, he ties his mouth shut like a muzzle. He goes over to Pi, and he's extra careful with Pi because Pi seems like, as a metal man, like super powerful. He ties him up extra good. And then he ties up Demise, and he goes, all right, well, I guess I gotta take him down. He's gonna start with Demise. He's gonna take Demise out and just throw Demise over here. Let's see. There we go. All right, and then he's gonna come back. I mean, what do you want to do during this, Anne?
When he goes through the door, I'm assuming he leaves it open.
Yes.
I'd like to take a peek in. I can do another stealth check if necessary, but I'd like to look in and see what's going on in there.
Okay. He takes Robert, and he drags Robert's heavy ass over.
I'm only a half elf. I'm not that heavy.
Yeah, but you're wearing
Oh, you're wearing a lot of heavy armor.
Yeah.
You're not a whole elf.
That's true, and I'm carrying a whole separate set of armor that I can't use yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You got to get your strength up. So.
Yep. Next level, buddy.
Go ahead and give me a perception check since you want to peek over there.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong button. I did a persuasion check instead of perception. Dirty 20.
So this chamber, I mean, at one point, this was a usable church, but you see the church pews. They're all in disarray. They're covered in spider webs. You see chambers to your left and right. You can't see in them, but they appear to be open. It seems that the drow used to use this church at some point. It seems like it's been overtaken by spiders now. And spiders are a creature that the drow, they normally keep as pets. So they feel, this person feels comfortable being in there. And you also notice that this person that's dragging them, you heard the voice and now you see him. This is Xardaar, who he was here for some reason, you don't know why. But he makes his way back, and I'll say that you hide back under the table.
Okay.
And he says,
Leader, they captured.
I can't believe I let them escape. Not only did they escape, but they got our damn spider. I have to make this up. This might. He looks back through the doorway and he looks at Demise and he says, "I'm sorry, Demise, but this might be your last time. If I kill you, that's the only way they'll accept me back. You gotta do what you gotta do." And then he comes back in the room, and now he's gonna drag Xardaar away.
When I looked in the room, did I see anyone else in there, or was it just him?
He appeared to be in there alone.
Okay. So when he goes in again this time, was there any pews that I could get to relatively quickly?
Oh yeah. Oh, for
Okay.
sure. You can hide behind these pews, absolutely. Yeah, he's pushing Xardaar up. Go ahead, make your move.
I do weigh almost 400 pounds. It'll take some time to move.
Yeah. He's struggling. It's relatively dark in here, but he does have superior night vision.
Yeah, I think I'll probably get under, kind of in between these pews over here.
Okay.
If I can. Because they look like they're just kind of pushed together.
Roll me a stealth check.
Okay. Let's see.
Just to make sure he doesn't see you.
Yeah. Another 24.
Okay, and just for fun, let's roll a perception check for him. Nat 1!
Nice.
He doesn't notice you at all.
I mean, if he's dragging Xardaar, he's gotta focus.
Yeah, he's extremely distracted.
He's like, oh, this heavy son of a bitch. I wish they were all as big as Demise. And Demise, you're
And when he was moving me, he's like, "There's a whole nother suit of armor here. Why doesn't he use this one?"
Then he moves your arm. Oh, he's scrawny.
I am scrawny.
Just to speed things up, he I'm just gonna drag everyone over to right over here just to speed things up.
I was hoping Robbie might untie us.
How are they tied up? Are they tied up with rope?
Yeah, there's rope behind and their arms are all behind their back. So the last person he drags is Pi, who I imagine is just as heavy as Xardaar, if not heavier, because he's metal.
He's also carrying 200 pound pie is so.
So he so after dragging everyone, he's going to come back up to the altar here. He has his back towards you, Anne, and he's going to kneel down and he's going to pray. And he's...
Quick question, Vinny. So
Yes.
it was a wisdom save that knocked us out, right?
Yes.
Wouldn't we have a chance to, break out of it?
Now that we're away from the music box.
I'd say that it's still loud enough. This was an anti-drow type of thing. I'll let you
I would say it's been
How
at
long
least
would
a
it-
round.
Yeah,
Oh, it's been
Yeah.
way longer than a round.
this has been minutes.
Let's role play this because I mean, if something knocks you out, it doesn't knock you out for 6 seconds. You know, it knocks you out for at least a few minutes. I'll give you an opportunity. I'll just say you guys wake up. Let's just role play the scene out real quick. So he kneels down and he starts praying to Lolth. And what would you like to do while he's praying?
I'm gonna sneak up to Robert and try and cut his bindings.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Come on, don't be a low number. All right, it's not great, but it's not terrible. It's a 17.
Okay, let me just roll perception.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
You make it to Robert. What do you want to do to him?
Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut his ropes that are tying him, and then I'm gonna cover his mouth and then cast Kill Touch on him. Not to deal damage, but to kind of
Shake.
kind of give him a jolt of cold.
Okay.
It's necrotic damage.
Yeah, it does cold damage, or does it do necrotic?
Yeah.
You
it
can
is.
just smack me.
Okay,
You
but
can just
yeah,
give me a little pop.
yeah, just trying to wake him up, but not like actually hurt him.
Okay.
And I covered his mouth so that way if he wakes up screaming, he won't actually be hurt.
Yeah, you shake him up, and Robert, you are not restrained, and you are awake.
Okay.
Thank.
Yeah, I see it's Ann got my mouth covered, so I'm thinking like, the hell?
Hey, Vinny.
Yeah.
I just remembered this. I cannot be rendered unconscious.
Well,
Let's say you were playing along.
Yeah.
You don't need
Because that's-
sleep, and magic cannot put you to sleep.
well. Yeah, let's say
Well,
that you.
look, I would say that's not incapacitated though.
Someone put you in standby mode.
All right.
Yeah, you were put in standby mode.
It
And
says
I'll-
magic can't even do it. But
I'll
you
say
still
that
want-
you just went out for like a few minutes, and you just like shake yourself awake, and you're like, "Whoa, how did I get here?" If Robert or Ann would like to like hush him up, because you see like him start to boot up again.
I say, Ann, I'm thinking, Ann, you do it. I'm gonna sneak up on him and entangle him if need be. Well, let me rephrase that. I cannot sneak up on him. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, I'm gonna I scooch up to him real quick as I can, and just put my hand on his shoulder from behind the pew, and just no, don't move. As lightly
That's not creepy at all.
Okay.
Your guy starts to make the really loud XP boot up noise until Ann does that.
Hold on, does the dude turn around? Because I know what I'm gonna do. And it's dumb, but Robert would do it.
I'm literally rolling single digits for perception checks, so no.
Okay.
Nice.
Because if he turned around, Robert was gonna yell, "Don't mind him. It's just computer stuff."
Okay,
And
three of you
I'll go
guys
ahead
are
and
awake
do the
now.
same for Demise and Xardaar.
Are you gonna cut Pie's restraints?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I got his strengths as well.
Thanks,
Okay.
man.
And then you're right next to Demise, so you easily do it to her. Who's left? Xardaar?
Giggity.
Okay.
Yep.
Xardaar and Mudpie.
And I think unless there's a reason to, I'm just gonna I sit behind Robert over here and just kind of wait.
Okay. And
I'm just waiting for you to free everyone because I ain't sneaky.
give me one last stealth check, and I'll say
Okay.
this affects the rest of the outcomes.
Oh, this is much better than the others. 27.
Okay, so this guy is so lost in his prayer, and he's just saying, "Lolth, I know that I've turned my back on you a long time ago, but I have no place left to go. I let the kingdom down, and they cast me out. the only way that they'll let me back in is if I return these intruders to them. There's only one thing I have left to do. Lolth, please give me your strength, and I promise that I'll be a faithful servant of yours once again. And he turns around, and he notices that all of you are gone. Or, I'm sorry, not gone, but, like, you're up and at him. You're free, you're unrestrained.
I thought we were still on the...
As soon as he sees me, I'm going to cast Insinuation on him.
Like I thought we were just laying low, waiting for the right moment to move.
Oh, that's all right. Robbie's got it.
It's fine.
So you want to start by casting Aid Insinuation. What roll does he have to make?
Wisdom.
Hold on. I was going to do something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you would have communicated that to me.
Yeah, because what I'm going to do is, now that he's moved...
How'd you get out?
I pick up a pew.
I don't know, man. So I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to be like, look, you can either wait and hear us out, and we can talk, or this can get real ugly real fast. And you already seen what we can do.
And
hi, buddy, by the way. Like, I don't know what you're doing here, but hi.
And I have a prepared action that if he has any kind of, like, negative response to what Robert's saying or doing, if he tries to attack or anything, I'm going to just cast it Insinuation on him.
I would like
and if he doesn't go along with this, I'm just going to hit him with Entangle in my brute arm.
So you guys have some prepared actions, okay? So he sees that you're all free, and he knows he's outnumbered. He does get into a defensive position. He does have two swords. He has his hands on them, but they're not quite out yet. And he says, How did you get free?" And then he looks over and he sees Anne. He says, You must have been hiding." "No, I didn't. I knew I should have looked under. I'm sorry, but I have no place left for me to go. I have no home. The only way that they'll let me back in is if I bring you back."
Well, why don't you go to the surface?
Like, who said you had to go back to them? There's literally a whole nother world.
There's always room in the life of Barden.
Georgia, why don't you come with us?
Come with you where? Where?
Yeah.
To where? Where are you going? The Dwergar will never accept me. You gnomes, you have no home. I'm not as good as you. I don't have a home either.
Hey, I'm on a quest to find a home. I don't have a home, but I'm gonna find one. You can stay with me as long as you need.
Demise, give me a persuasion check.
If that don't work, I got something too.
Yeah. I just want to send him to the Salty Seaman. We're just sending literally everybody we run into there.
And he's like, I can't.
I'm gonna get him a job at the hot springs.
I can't survive on the surface. That light, I can't be in the light. We're cursed, don't you know?
Well, just take a night shift somewhere. You'd sleep during
Here's the thing. Like, if you're in Neverwinter, it's almost never sunny there. In fact, we know a place where there's a drow and a Dwergar will work together in harmony. And they run the most delightful hot springs I've ever come across. I even bought this pretty little kimono there.
a drow and a Dwergar above the surface and working together. That can't be. There's no such thing.
It sounds like a bad play, I know, but it happened.
Robert, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Shiggity shag.
Because you brought that up. That was like the key word.
What was the key word?
Hot spring.
The hot springs and the Dwergar and the drow.
Hot spring.
Nice. I'm going with that. All right. Persuasion.
Every time we get into
I have +7 to persuasion. So my first one was a 23.
Okay.
And yeah, 23. Let's ignore that nat 1.
Okay.
Thank you, advantage.
Every time we get into a social interaction, we just need to say the word hot spring because that's a keyword.
Yeah, there you go.
I agree. It activates sleeper agents all over.
So you see him relax a little bit, and he goes, I've never been above the surface before. I've never heard of a drow and a Dwergar together. That's unheard of.
Well, hey, buddy. I mean, I had never been below the surface until quite recently, and right before that, I saw a drow and a Xardaar working together.
Yes, but
This world's full of all kinds of crazy, insane, and beautiful things if you just, take a moment and see what's out there.
yes, but the world.
You can come with us, buddy.
The world doesn't hurt you when you come underground. I guess we're the ones that hurt.
I mean,
but...
Hold on. I hold up my arm and I go, I had a full regular arm when I came down here. I'd say the world hurt me when I came down here.
I'm totally going mad.
And he don't trust us anymore.
Yeah, I don't trust anybody.
So he
They're all gonna die.
he relaxes a whole lot more. His swords were like half drawn. Now they're completely down, and he says, "Well, if there's a place in the world for me, then I don't see why I should have to find a home down here." And then he takes a step down from this altar here, gets a little bit closer to you, Robert, and he sticks his hand out to shake your hand.
Inside.
Before you can grab his hand, you see
I was getting him with the Groot hand.
The Groot hand, okay. Before you can touch his hand, you see that he recoils at you and that he seems to be in pain. And he goes, No, get out of my head. And then he starts to float up in the air and his eyes roll back. His eyes.
I throw the pew.
Robert back up.
Yeah, I feel like that would probably activate my spell.
His eyes are bright white right now, and you see that his teeth turn more fang-like, and you hear this hissing noise, and he goes, "Oh, you're trying to take one of mine away from me."
Yeah, I throw the pew.
Wow.
What the fuck is that?
Good job, Vinny.
No, he belongs to me. And
with that voice, you can have him, ladies.
All right,
Shit.
so pew pew.
So here's what we'll do, guys. We'll end right here. Next time, we'll start with Xardaar throwing a pew, and insinuation, and I think that Pi had something planned too.
Blindness/deafness, yeah.
I'd say Robert did too, but he totally would have dropped it when he thought he'd made a friend.
Okay. And yeah, guys, that's what happens. You convinced him, but something or someone didn't want him to go with you.
Give me my buddy back. I just made a new friend.
I'd be more comfortable if we just severed whatever thing was connecting to him rather than just killing him. But we might not be able to, so.
Well, I was going to try to entangle him anyway and see what happened.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like there's a god possessing him, so.
And
right, so if we can just incapacitate him, ta-da!
I mean, if you're in the Church of Loth, I mean, the options are very limited as to who it would be.
I mean, I came here to re-sacralize this place, so.
Well, we'll
see. And to make up words.
We'll see what happens next week.
Alrighty.
On the Blighted Grove.
Guys, I lost an arm.
But you gained some cool stuff.
I have a better arm, but I don't know if this is permanent. I'm really worried about this.
Oh, you're fine.
I mean, your hands aren't like lizard tails. They don't grow back.
I'm aware. So what happens to this one? What if it catches on fire?
I'm curious what happens if
I'm going to need to see.
Huh?
I need to see.
You have an earth elemental next to you that can just regenerate it.
I was gonna
How
say,
long is he with us?
Dylan,
I have so many things to worry about.
I was looking at you, and you looked very disappointed on camera. You look disappointed, confused, and scared. What? I lost a hand. What? What? You know?
I'm down to 1d8 for Frostbrand. No more 1d10.
Yeah, because I got to wield it one-handed.
Yeah.
Practical application. It's no more shield. That's -2 to my AC if I'm using it one-handed. I don't get that boost anymore. I'll have to just use Shield of Faith all the time. How do I even freaking cast spells if I've got my sword?
I could definitely
Dan's on the verge of cutting his arm off.
Okay.
So you're gonna turn me into into Ash from the Evil Dead series. I'm good with this.
Oh yeah.
Now I just need a boomstick.
I was gonna say.
And
That was kind of what I was where I was thinking we would go with it. That's why I was like, we got to get it above the elbow because then we could.
That's
just,
what I was thinking.
Mount the sword on it.
That's what I was thinking, but I'm like, Robert really won't be in a position to have ideas, so Dylan's got to shut up.
Yeah, would you rather have a hand or a chainsaw / front hand just built in?
Hey, there is a capability called the arm blade.
Right?
I thought that was specifically for Warforged.
I mean, we
Well,
got
I could do that
a
now.
fucking Cleric forge down here.
Yeah, if I could just make him a Warforged hand, he can have his arm blade.
You'll be like that guy
Could it
from
be Frosthold?
Mortal Kombat, you know, Bakara or something.
Right? Like, keep that in your pocket. I'm going to ride this Groot arm until it falls off.
He'd be Edward. He'd be Ed.
Oh yeah.
Right? How badass would that be? And I would clap before it, too. Shing! And put out fire.
All right, guys. Well, good sesh. I'll see y'all
Right?
next week.
All right.
All right.
Later.
Later.
Bye.